Hey there guys, it's Metro. We are back. Back again. Freaking cold again, guys. Ugh, it's killing me. I hate the first day of cold each year. And it sucks when that happens, when it gets really warm and then it gets really cold again. The worst. Hey, Reload Project early. What's up, buddy? Diab as well. How the hell are you guys? But yeah, we're back. Still, if you guys haven't been seeing, we've been looking at this weekly score concept. We got a genius out there help us create a weekly score for the sheet as well. So our goals now are to just progress this way. I think this is a good, fun way to do it. Something to keep us engaged when we're not able to get invites to the higher keys that we might need, and the lever epidemic continues to stop us from making small progression. So currently, yeah, we still need Fall and Rise, and then otherwise it's DHT and Everbloom, which are both pretty hard this week, it feels like. Just finished all Mage Tower challenges. Struggled a lot with the healers. Oh, damn. Is it still fun? I don't know. I had like this insane passion for it when it first came out. But then they like took it down for a while and then made it like with the talents, it's like way different now, I feel like. So I don't know if I would still enjoy it. Like, did you just go in with whatever character, with whatever gear that character had, or did you actually like try to grind out a best in slot type thing? I really enjoyed the whole grinding out the best in slot thing. That was like my favorite part of it. 100% upgrade day. Yeah, maybe we only do one key. That'll be the case. Feels easier than before. It's still very hard. So did you just random auction house skill and some Emerald Nightmare trinkets? Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if you're finding it easy with just that, then yeah, I guess it's pretty easy now. Hey Mex, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Nice to see a Friday stream. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be streaming every Friday. Didn't get to last Friday. I was like weirdly sick. Other than that, what is it? What the hell's going on here?
Hey there.
I don't even know, man. The city's got a lot of hidden stuff in it. I don't feel like I explored it ever. There's still these there's like a nursery or something like that. I never even looked at those quest lines. Hopefully all that content will be in Chromie time and we could do like a full deep dive into this expansion someday just for leveling characters. Alright, well we're filled. I don't know what we're actually doing, but I know it's a dungeon over either Rise or Fall, one of the two, so let's head over. Hopefully it is, I guess it doesn't really matter. Hey James, welcome back. Nice to see you on, sweet man. Good to be back. Hopefully everybody's having a good day so far, and you'll continue to do so. Good morning, Metro. Hey, Nomic, what's up, buddy? Fuck. Don't let me forget. We gotta go to the trading post after this. I don't want to leave these guys now after the full group's formed. I always like to start the month with the trading post, but yes, please somebody help me remember if I do.
The infinite dragonflight has already infiltrated the timeways. We must follow.
There's some really good stuff on the trading post this month, actually. Which dungeon is this? Not sure why they even ask if they're not gonna let me choose. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? Welcome. The trading post is such a good idea for people who haven't played the old expansions like me. What makes you say that? What, to get you out of doing old stuff or something? Hey, Metro, nice to catch another wonderful stream. I have quit the game. Now I only enjoy the game through your stream. Oh, how come? Get old transmog. Well, I thought this was it. No, most of that's not. Like, most of that's new. Like, I don't know if they have any actual old transmog in the game, do they? There's like some like that are like recolored, but that's about it. They came back to play. Oh yeah. I spent too much time in the game, but I do miss it. Oh yeah, like you had to quit because it was harming your life or something like that. Well, at least you know your limits. Some boss when they were buffed for the week is a good idea. Yeah. After we did this last time on Tyrannical, we lusted here, and I didn't originally think it was a good idea myself, to be honest. But I've come to realize that this is definitely the right idea. Apparently we're struggling to survive here. We got hit by the stun. That was really bad. Terrible DPS. I don't know, these guys, I guess these guys died too or something. Gonna die here. It's especially good if you plan to skip a pack in this area. Yeah, you can actually. Okay, go to the phone. You can actually get a good split. Like it's not. You don't even lose much. Most people still only lust 3 times anyway in this dungeon. If you're gonna lust on the trash, you should lust 4 times, but people still don't do it anyway. Lately, I've been pulling 1 extra pack in this room, so I don't have to worry about count going into the sand-filled room. Oh, yeah. Hey, Stromy, what's up, man? Welcome. Alright, good. That was a complete waste of time, so we can go to the trading post. Well, classic pre-game plan, session being longer than the actual key. It's just so fucking pathetic anymore. Fucking dude asked my opinion on something and then just totally overrides it. Like, why'd you even ask my opinion on it? You wanted me to confirm your opinion, I guess? Okay, it's fine. Get that on the sheet. Oh yeah, that's confusing. I was like, wait, what happened here? Why does it say 29 and then 1? February. Okay, let's go check it out. I want to see what they got. This should be a very good month for stuff to buy. I don't know how many things I actually have, though. Probably not much, unfortunately. I think I spent all the ones from last month. I think you should check out Shaman Tank and SOD. I think you would find it interesting. Nah, unfortunately, Classic is not for me. There's just nothing to tank. Like, what? I don't know. Alright, let's go ahead and check this out. Classic puts me to sleep. I mean, I like the game, but just not the player base. And frankly, Blizzard's just not living up to my expectations for that product. I thought it was going to be better.
I'm glad to be seen here.
Okay, so we have 1540 only. That's a pretty weird looking set. I was looking through old screenshots yesterday. Found one of me, you, Size, Jix, and Banana in Siege of Brawlhalla. Damn, that's awesome, man. You should post. Well, you're not even in the Discord. I was gonna say you should post that in the Discord. Skyborn Blade. That is 100% being purchased. There's no choice here. We must buy this. Amazing. I wish I used one-handers, but I don't. Even for your own game, the runes are kind of cool. You get an AoE fire spell that helps keep hold aggro. Oh, damn, that's cool. Catastrophes. This looks really good, too. I kind of like that coloration of it. Corrodent. Okay, that's a decent one, but I don't really use that type of thing. What is this? That's the. I should get this because I don't actually have anything like this. This is like actual useful, right? Like you can use this. Gonna get that. How did you get that different dragon flying interface thing? It's just the one that comes with the mount that I have. The one from the whatever pre-purchase or whatever. That's another really good one, to be honest. That's only 150 as well. Okay, we're buying all of these. These are a must-have. They're only 100 each. There's also a free umbrella from one of the Shadowlands areas. Oh, really? I thought you had to do World Quest or something. Oh, well. We'll take it. I don't care. Those I would never, ever fucking wear on any character. I like this. This looks kind of shitty, to be honest. And this is the one I actually like the most. We're going to get this one. That parasol is better than just cosmetic. Very good for blood decay, considering they don't have a fall damage mitigation. Yeah, so I said you can actually use it at Mythic Plus, right? I quite like this. It's only 75 each. We'll get it. Hey, Neo, what's up, buddy? Stylish black parasol, no quest required. Is that not the one that you had to do the world quest over and over again to get? Because I remember trying to get it, and I just couldn't be asked doing it. I feel like that's not even unique. And then everything else is stuff that we've either passed on before or already have. Hey, Neo, thanks for becoming a member.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for
Very nice of
Mythic
you.
Plus?
That's a two-hander?
Blood Death Knight.
A one-handed sword. Thanks a lot, man. Neo, welcome to the blood pool. It's only 50. So what else do we want? I kind of want to get that. And that's probably it. Actually, I kind of want to get that too. I'm going to get that instead. This is cool, but it's like very similar. I didn't play Shadowlands, but when I did, when I got it in Dragonflight, you just walked up and it was sitting there. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. That's kind of a nice. I quite like this tabard, but we have 240 left, so we can definitely get that. Can't buy this anymore. So I'm going to freeze this. I already have this, right? Yeah. How do you freeze it? You just drag it? Yeah. It's only 350, but I hope it helps. Ah, it does, man. It really does. February was the worst month for me in years, so I need to get back to normal for March. And hopefully my birthday will help. Don't forget birthday stream coming up this week. Should be Tuesday. Unless something goes wrong, should be Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, is there anything else we want to get? I guess we'll get this. I just like having swords. Doesn't really look like it's even a unique item though. I just can't see myself ever using this coloration, but I like a kilt. It's like you can use this as any race, so I can, or as any plate specialization. So I can use that as a plate character. I quite like that. That's why I got the other one though, because it's a way nicer color. And then yeah, let's go ahead and get. Should I get the cloak or the? Yeah, I can't decide, man. I mean the tabard or this. I quite like the tabard. I have so much saved up trader tenders. I should probably spend them. My tank was the High Mountain Heritage armor set. I loved it too much. Oh yeah, you should definitely spend them. I mean, I don't think there's ever going to be like a dump for them. So if you're not spending them, you just waste. You're just not getting anything for it. Oh, we can actually wait. Oh no, that's that shitty piece. So that's unfortunately it. So yeah, we'll pick this up. I like the dark color with it. I think it goes well, actually, now that I'm looking at the color more. Let's take a look at that real quick before we go back to keys. And then what's the actual reward this month? Oh yeah, the bird, or no, it's just, I see. So the mount was the thing that they post, but oh yeah, and then I guess we'll get another 400, so we can always still buy. I like saving it, whatever I have at the beginning of the month, and then the next month it saves just in case. So let's see, where's this set here? I don't know what it's called, but there's a really basic and nice looking set that came out with this expansion. How to find it? This is it. And the right color. Yeah, that's it. So this color with the tabard. Yeah, it's pretty much, it's a little different color, but it's very, very, very close. It's not bad at all. I really wanted to make something with this. I don't actually like this set because of the color, but now that you have the tabard, it's like, oh, well, that's actually pretty solid. You should totally wear that set now. Yeah, I mean, I really like my current transmog, so I'm not really getting rid of it, but... What other colors is it? I really like the way this set looks, just the colors don't really hit me. Renown? What the hell is that meant to be from? Expedition gear? This is probably the best actual color of it. And then in terms of tabards, the white one would go well with that. No, not really. The chain thing kind of goes well with it. Looking like something from Dark Souls. Anyway, cool. Good picks. Those were really good. Really pleased with those. Yeah, I think we already did Throne, didn't we? Rise is definitely the one we need though, so it's good. Throne, we're good, I think. Week 6, yeah, we did Throne 25, upgraded that. So we just need Rise 25 or higher. Gallic Fall upgraded, gives a few more points. Gives 5 more points, and then Everbloom and DHT 25. Those are our goals for today. That peacock mount looks cool. It's very unique looking, to be honest. Been trying to gear up a tank alt, but good lord, keys in the 16 to 20 range have been awful the last couple weeks. My main is 3.2k healing, so it's definitely not me throwing keys. Well, my encouragement to you is to record the runs. If you're having funny runs, especially, send them over to me. Or even if, you know, you're not sure what's stopping you from succeeding, I can take a look at them and maybe help as well. Usually it's not just one person making mistakes, so in lower keys, unfortunately. The keys are so easy that, like, if it was literally one person, you just leave them and go on and be still fine. Like we showed last week, or 2 weeks now, I guess. Jeez, I missed. Please transmog a new two-hander. No, thank you. This is my favorite weapon in the whole game. Like, this is not going anywhere. Pretty much every transmog I have is going to be revolving around this item somehow. Or honestly, like, just anything that's like really like elongated like this. I really like the way the animations of the Night Elf Death Knight look like with this really large weapon. That new thing we just got, I mean, it's fucking pretty nice, so maybe we could try something with that. It's just like the base model of it, it's not very refined. It looks like really kind of jagged and not something like I would use, but might want to hotbar that umbrella toy. Yeah, let's see what that looks like here. Toy. I don't even know what it's called. Umbrella? Nope. Did I not, like, do I have to open it somewhere still? Checking the trading post now. I've seen some Jade Fist weapon. Oh, yeah. Oh, Parasol. Okay. Just like Princess Peach. Okay, so I guess I already had that. I'm an idiot. Are they the same thing? I'll try that. Perhaps I just blow it tanking. I'm unaware. Yeah, I have a video coming out this weekend that is pretty much on that exact topic. Unfortunately, a lot of people who don't, you know, who especially who are doing lower keys, maybe on a roll they've never done before, like they just don't know what they don't know. You know, you hear that said all the time, so you never know. You have to jump from higher up, okay? There it is. Cool. I did a 15 today on my alt and people are still flaming AUG for low DPS. Just a record button. Don't you come in here and tease me with that shit. Oh, it still keeps it out even while you're flying. That's funny. One big issue in lower keys is the group leader is often an undergeared DPS that has no business in the key they have. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the video that's coming out probably tomorrow is on. The fact that Blizzard has made low key so easy that it's very, very, very easy. Like, you can pretty much 4-man every low key, you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter who all 5 players are in each group. And that can create some absolute havoc out there in the pugging world. My groups with an AUG have all been terrible DPS. Is AUG useful anymore? It can provide a lot of defense and utility to the group for sure, but I feel like in most keys, like especially like Rise, like let's just take 3 good DPS and see what happens. The amount of 424 hunters I've seen in the last week should be illegal. See, the game just doesn't agree with you. Like, that's the problem, right? Like, if they're out there, you know, progressing and doing the same keys as your alt or whatever, then Blizzard has said that that's fine for them, you know? So that's the problem with pugging. A lot of people make this mistake where they think like, no, every player in the group should be better or at least as good as me, and it's like, you're gonna just really kill yourself trying to think that all the time. You're gonna only end up being disappointed. Getting the double upgrade in Blackrock Hold is even tough with an AUG. Oh yeah. If the key, yeah, and if the key leader is queued with another DPS, then both do low DPS. Right, yeah, obviously if it's like a fucking 3-man of low people or something like that, it can be really bad. Route and Rise, interesting. Yeah, should I just start ignoring it? Like, I don't know, man. It's getting kind of silly. What route does the guy need in Rise? Quite literally a straight line outside of the first room. Route and Rise. Run until you don't need to run anymore. First thing I do when joining low groups is check for carries. More than one carry, and it's usually not worth the time. Maybe he wants route for the bullet dodge phase. Yeah, maybe.
5,
Metro, any thoughts on Pokemon ZA? I know you're not super into the newer games. I don't know anything about it. I didn't look at it really. Azrael a fixed incoming. Yep, Azrael Reptile. I wonder if that guy asked for a route on his main. Oh, and wait, what does that say? NES something.
Can't be right. The Infinites changed the true timeline.
Beware.
This can't be happening. If Murazan exists, that means Nostormo. No.
Beware.
We can fix this.
I haven't clicked on a linked route for months. Yeah, I mean, I legitimately don't know what these people even want to see on the routes, especially in a dungeon like this.
Beware. Beware.
And here I'd assume for what and what's not being skipped. Gotcha.
Beware.
Seasons dungeons are pretty straightforward. The only thing that changes is the boss order sometimes. So yeah.
Beware.
Would you pull both of these mini bosses together when minions are buffed? You mean not fortified? Yeah, that's when you want to do it the most. Because this mob actually does some damage to the pack that you're fighting too, so it's pretty good if you can survive it.
Beware.
As for a route at the end of the season when you're just trying to enjoy the rest of the season is at least absurd. Oh yeah. And at worst, what? Illegal? Criminal?
Beware.
Which mob damages the other? The maiden damages everything around it.
Beware.
This crew is crushing the last team. Yeah, we didn't wipe the second we started the pack because people didn't interrupt. A big improvement. It's an irresponsible maiden, yeah. A debutante.
Beware.
From what I've seen in the disbands you have on 25s, I think the last couple of days it might be a higher percent. You mean like recently it's going up? Yeah, it's definitely going up every season.
Beware.
That was my fault. I interrupted the wrong mob there. I saw the spell being cast and I thought I was targeting the one that was casting it, but I wasn't. So nobody interrupted it. On low keys. I think 70% of DPS mains also play Pokemon who only attack with only I can't see that word. With only attacks equipped on their Pokemon. Yeah, they don't have any setup moves or anything like that, huh?
Tyr is fighting for the infinite? No, this isn't right.
For too long I was bound by the shackles of the Titans. Now my mind is open to infinite possibilities.
It's funny, the 3645 tank playing a off spec, I guess now, agreed that there's no route needed.
Ends here.
Hey Sage, somebody welcome.
Flight shall continue. Feel the horrors yet to pass.
2, 1.
Beware. Apart, you are weak.
Aim mechanic now.
Beware.
Gotta pay attention. Oh, no, he's not.
Inevitable. My blows are
One more mechanic, then we take him to middle.
Beware. Annihilation is
Go, go, go.
inevitable. Infinite
Okay.
grant me strength.
Could have gotten a little bit closer, but that seems perfect. People don't actually like attack him though. They still run around like crazy.
Feel the horrors yet to pass.
I like to try to take aim at the mid after the energy is depleted. Yeah, it makes the orbs easier to get, and it allows you to DPS the boss while the orbs are in that like phase a lot easier. You should be able to have like multiple people just attacking the boss the whole time and still get every orb. But it doesn't seem like anybody actually does it, which I guess is fair in a pug because more likely to wipe that way than otherwise.
My blows are infinite. Infinites grant me strength.
I also wonder what's next after WoW. When will they release something completely new? Apparently they were going to, and then fucking Microsoft like cut half their company, so. They had some kind of action game or a survival game or something like that, and they had to stop making it, I guess. They have plenty of time, no? Overwatch, they have plenty of time. Oh yeah, there's plenty. Blizzard has lots of IPs now. It's not like it used to be where it was literally just WoW and Diablo. I remember people wondering that back in 2008 about what. And they just released Warcraft Rumble. Well, yeah, I mean that's not an entirely new game at least, but it's really bad. Let's move them over here then. And StarCraft, don't forget about that one. I think Blizzard forgot about that one, so I forgot about it. More dangerous than I thought it was going to be.
An infinite vision guides me.
3, 2, 1.
Your greatest fears realized.
It's a good idea to activate Rune Tap at the start of trash pulls. I mean, if you have the talent, that's obviously when you'd want to use it, yeah. I think it's a good idea to not have the talent, though. That's my opinion. It's like a beach in there, yeah. Sand everywhere. Pretty bad soaks. I really fucked this, but at the end of the day, boss dies 3 minutes 20 seconds or 30 seconds, so it's not terrible. Pretty slow first split though.
Tyr has always been a hero to dragonkind. I just have to keep telling myself this wasn't really him.
Beware.
Let's fix this. We just need to. Uh-oh.
Our vision shall come to
Beware.
pass.
3, 2, 1.
I heard it wasn't very cost effective. My mitigation. It wasn't very cost effective mitigation. No, it's a spell that really has no value unless you're 100% sure that you will die to the hit that you're mitigating, because otherwise you would generate more. You know, you would just use Heart Strike and then Death Strike afterwards. It's only for those times when you're not sure that you can survive on the pull, and that's pretty much it. Monk whining about the new route again. No route again. I mean, I don't know what he'd be whining about. Who knows?
Beware.
I assume he's joking. Hey, Gag, what's up, man? How you been?
Beware. 2, 1.
Probably just gonna make it a, like, if anybody asks about route, I'll just probably leave the group at this point. Wait, how the hell did somebody die? Even though you could die. You still have a dot on him after the phase was over? After the fight was over? Good, you? I'm doing great, man. Glad to see you. How you been? I guess you already answered that, but cool. Glad to see you. Yeah. Oh, spiteful. Yeah, maybe. I just scroll back. That monk is insane. Wait, did that guy just take it? Where did he go?
The time ways are ours.
I'm so ready for new dungeons. Oh yeah. Well, you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Beware.
Metro, did you only kill Heroic Fire Act? One boss. Yep.
Beware.
Yeah, we ended up getting into a group yesterday. We got very lucky. Very lucky. That's first actual invite to that in a long time.
2. Beware.
If next season is going to be all Dragonflight dungeons, I'm going to be scared. There's some scary Dragonflight dungeons, so they will definitely be tuning them, obviously.
Beware.
I don't think he was joking when he said he could tell no route, like the first area has a route. I mean, he would have to be joking because It was talked about before the key, and he didn't have anything to say about it then, so I assume he was joking.
Time waves are even twistier than before.
I was hoping for a trash or timer nerf in AD, and maybe they made the last boss of Ruby Light Pools more consistent. Don't forget, like, a lot of the difficulty in Season 1 was because of the affixes, too. And many affixes have been nerfed and changed, and then obviously we have, you know, something like Thundering just removed, so it's going to be a very different experience than it was the first. Like, that last boss in Ruby Light Pools was so hard because of mostly the affixes, honestly. There was so many difficult affix combos for that boss. No quaking. Yep. No thundering, no quaking, no grievous. Those were all very, very hard on that last fight. AV was my least favorite dungeon. I gave up trying to get the portals on it. I feel like even with the timer nerf, it was still too much. Oh, really? That dungeon, that nerf was massive. Like, if you still had trouble after that, you might have been doing something wrong there, because that was a very, very big nerf to that dungeon's timer. Same trinkets and loot as Season 1. You're asking if they would change the loot pool in the dungeons? No, they won't do that. And we AMS the bloom debuff, yes. My Invoker can't interrupt that? I don't get it.
When time gets rewritten, things get messy here. Be ready for anything.
Great ring. Oh yeah. Waking with Tyrannical on some bosses was insta wipe. Yeah, there was some that were just really unfair, no doubt. Oh, we missed like a ton of mobs here. What percent do you need to go? I don't even remember, to be honest. Oh yeah, we missed like every mob in here, I know that much. $71 point something. This should be it. I'd be okay with the 4 Dragonflight dungeons from Season 1 and Season 4. Yeah, 7164, that's the number. I hope they remove Incorp and Afflicted. It feels awful trying to play Unholy and not being able to fully stop them. Yeah, I don't think they'll remove affixes for Season 4, but you never know. What'd you think about being able to vote what tier bonuses you'll have in the next season? Yeah, it seems pointless to me. I don't know. I didn't really care much about it, but it was a cool thing. Cool thing to make the community a little bit more engaged. I thought it was going to be like you would literally be able to pick any of the 3 when the season started, not we all vote now and whatever the most popular one is the one we're stuck with. When do they normally announce the next pool? Well, normally there's a PTR cycle for it. There's some weird things going on this time around because they're trying to obfuscate some content that we have that's not necessarily related to the season, so I don't know when they'll announce it. There's again speculation that it's coming next weekend, but we'll see.
This could be any point in time.
Or like 1 Death Coil Heal Afflicted would be nice. Yeah, that would just have they would just have to buff Death Coil, like, 'cause otherwise it'd be way too easy. Might be worth your time to kill a heroic Gnarl Root. Nah, I don't have any more time for that. Here's an idea for Blizzard. Don't make this weird patch and release new story, new raid like any other major patch. They can't. It's either this patch or no patch. I mean, maybe you're not familiar with the history of how expansions used to end, but they're working on the new expansion right now, so you want them to stop working on the new expansion and make another thing for Dragonflight instead? Don't think they'll want to do that, honestly, but in the past, like whatever the last story season was, you know, like look at Siege of Orgrimmar, for example. That would come out, and then like 13 months later the expansion would launch. So this is just in lieu of the 13-month thing, you know. Instead we basically have like a free extra season instead of having a 13-month one season. For disc bonus was a non-choice as they changed the spec, and it doesn't work with the set bonus from the first 2 seasons. Really? Did they comment on that? That was an outlier. Siege of Orgrimmar was an insanely long patch. No, it wasn't at all. Every last patch was that long. Up until recently. ICC was the same way. So over 12 months, I think. Last patch of WoD was also like 10 months. Don't really remember Cataclysm very well, but I assume it would be the same way. Hellfire was 14 months. Oh, there you go. So even worse. Dragon Soul was 12 months. Yeah, it's just standard across the board until they started working on this whole new idea here. It's like I said, like all resources are now being put into the next expansion, you know, so. I wouldn't mind a little 2 to 3 boss raid instead of faded raids for season 4. You don't want Mythic Plus, or I don't get it? I mean, but yeah, that kind of stuff wouldn't really apply. There's way more competition now, right? Final patch of Mop was 460 days. Really? What the hell? That's way longer than I thought it was. If the community wants season 4, fine. I'll be taking a break. Okay, thanks for letting me know, man. We were all really concerned. You'd be taking a break anyway, because like I said, they're not just going to suddenly add new content to the end of an expansion when the next one's already in development. Fate is definitely, like, obviously, like, you can't really argue that it's better than just having one really long-ass season, so. I don't necessarily like the raid idea, but Mythic Plus, obviously, this is just objectively better than what we had. What does Fated mean? It means all the raids get rescaled up and they alternate. Like, every week you'll have a different raid that's fated, and that raid will be scaled up to match the current season. I'm excited to fight Raz again. I like that first raid, but that's the only one I actually did, so. Thought they have like 2 teams alternating between expansions. I mean, in terms of personnel, obviously, yeah, but I'm just talking about like content development. Like, why would they make a new season when that's only going to delay the next expansion, you know? Honestly, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'd like to see some Shadowlands Ascensions in Mythic Plus though. I'd like to see that too, but I don't see it happening right now. I'm actually curious to see how far they are into development. Sounds like they have a big announcement coming soon if you guys saw the blue post last night. Dinards are awesome. Yeah, that was definitely a good good system. I guess they'll probably bring that back too.
We still have one and
I
all.
wonder what dragon theme term they will use. It'll probably be called something other than Fated. Oh, that's actually a great point, yeah. Because the Fated thing was more like about like a Shadowlands thing, right? Fire breathing season. Draconic. Think there'll be a fixes again like there was in the raids? Because that was a big part of the season too. Those were themed based on the expansion as well. The monk is pumping heals. I'd hope so, yeah. That's a good thing to do as a healer. Supply healing to those who may need it. Is this guy like running through this on purpose? Just doesn't care. And hopefully only positive ones, because some just didn't work with some bosses. Yeah. That was an aggressive invis pie. The guy invised, he could have just waited like 5 seconds. I did 199k healing on a monk on a 14 yesterday. I get you.
Oh no! It's Morchi! What is she doing here? Aw,
Why aren't you doing the echo strat where you pull Morchi onto the trash? I don't know. Don't even know what that is.
too bad.
199k healing on a 14. What was the overall?
I'll deal with personally. This time I
It's probably one of the ones that have a healing buff. Like in fall or whatever, right?
3, 2, 1.
You won't ruin my timeline.
I mean, Metro is an echo after all. Echo locator, yeah. I was joking. It's a really sick strat they use in the MDI. It's on the official WoW channel. Oh, cool. How did they invis bot and then just pull it back down the ramp or something?
There can only be one.
The echo strat requires a ton of practice and coordination. Okay.
Beware.
Time, Sand. In the name of Morchi.
I'm sorry if I hear Melodious cry one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Wait, where are you at? You're on, what is that?
Beware.
Oh, EV training. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what is he talking about?
Morchis, get out of here.
Thought maybe that was the next gem all of a sudden.
What good are you all?
How squishy are Augs? I was healing one last night and they kept dying. Yeah, they're incredibly squishy, even though they have the potential to be one of the strongest defensive specs in the game. Because whoever leads their class discussions is telling the people to take 0 versatility on their gear. And when you try to tell them, like, oh, you know, you probably can't survive with 0 versatility, they're like, oh, I can't do damage otherwise.
I have friends too.
You're not doing damage. Like, what? You're doing damage.
Beware.
Time, Sand.
Beware.
I hate when pugs try to do the CC strat on Morchi, especially without pre-planning. Well, like what that guy just did there. I don't think it's a bad idea. Oh shit, I got stunned there.
There can only be one Morchi.
You'd think Burst would be great for Og. I mean, it's great for everybody, yeah. Observation Evoker stack Verse.
Get it together.
Og is kind of the same as Dev. A good one is pretty tanky, a bad one is Paper.
Beware.
Right.
Trip you all up.
I still think they should have made a tank spec provoker. Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's like I said, it's such a... They need different racials, right? Like, it would have been really weird.
Beware. 3, 2,
Dead.
1.
Archies, get out of here!
Run away, little girl.
What good are you all?
I've done 8 Blackrook holds from my vault this week after a trinket and didn't drop once. Yeah.
Beware.
I still never got any of the trinkets I wanted to test for this season.
Run away, little girl.
One of the Ogvokers that is pushing keys has 20% burst, so it's definitely something worth investing in, obviously. Like, you want to live easier or live harder? Especially when your spec is like basically just there to buff others. I don't know why you wouldn't just make sure you're always the last person alive. I ran quarter stars 90 times and only saw the Windscar trinket twice. Oh god. Yeah, that is not for me. I do not enjoy farming like that. Zog easy to play. When I played it, it seemed very easy to play, yeah. But it was still fun. It was very fun. Like the windows, they actually really were very engaging.
What's this?
Verse pots are good too. I didn't realize there was a verse pot.
There's 2 arrows.
How long does it
to the
last?
right.
25 seconds? 4 stars and Shadow Moon Paragon were busted in terms of loot though. Why loot?
Poor Morchi.
People say not, it's a little bit harder to play. Now I guess. Now it's a little bit harder to play.
A little heavy on the eyeliner, though.
Oh, you're talking about Flask. Yeah, 30-minute Flask, yeah.
Now we can open the time waste to the past. Come on. We need to save those doors.
They had huge loot tables. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Fire Tank Train is kind of popular for squishy DPS. Hard to get, of course. Yeah, very hard to get. Not even on your loot table. What flask are you using now, Metro? Same one as always, yeah. Vial of Tepid Verse thing we were just talking about. I just got confused because he said pot, so I thought there was an actual verse pot too that I didn't know about.
Well,
Season 4 Torghast refresh? Oh, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Murasov shall rise.
Beware.
oh shoot. Can you handle this?
Beware. Beware.
No. I said he was going to interrupt that one, but I guess the mob's dead anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Hopefully we don't have any danger here. This pack is actually very dangerous, but since it's not fortified, I guess it's not really a problem. That breath hits fucking hard, though. I'll tell you what, man. I hate Torghast, but I did Dragonflight for the Transmog. I did it in Dragonflight for the Transmog. And mounts, there's a bunch of cool shit from there. Oh, there's amazing Transmog from it, yeah. It's one of, like, the best sources of cosmetics ever in the game. This mystery 10.2.6 patch might be Torghast or player housing related. Really.
Just ahead.
Don't know about all that, but maybe.
Proto aspects, I mean.
We face enemies above
This
and
boss
below.
feels good to fight his blood. I like this boss's blood DK for sure. That breath on fortified is a one-shot. Yeah, pretty much.
Now, we have to face the infinite.
I'm building my player house in Duskwood. Oh man. Don't think they would ever do it in WoW, but
Very well, little dragon. My friends, with me.
hopefully the
Raise them to
I don't know.
power.
I don't think like people would ever feel like it would be exactly what they want anyway. I don't think it would live up to those expectations, you know? Alright, I always have trouble aggroing the boss here.
The infinite shall know.
We already have the best housing, garrisons of course. Let people claim a plot of land on Azeroth. They just would never do that, right? Like it would be too disruptive. So like it would be some like half-baked like instance shit again, just like the first time with garrisons. People will never get what they want out of this because this game just doesn't work that way. There's too much phasing and too many different realms and stuff. Player housing will probably be something like a garrison. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll never work the way people want it to.
Beware.
Seconds. Cease your actions.
Everyone fighting for a spot on the highest mountain. I don't even know how that, like, what? It's just first come, first serve? How does it work in other games?
We need to close that portal.
Your future will not come to pass. Beware. This will slow
Bring back Stormwind Gate Portal. Well, the thing that never got used. 1.7 billion health on the boss. Yeah, this is going to be a long one. Buying a house in Final Fantasy XIV is like insane. Why? Pally seems fine. I kind of feel bad for the competent Az, Rag, and QD players. I mean, it seems fine now because you didn't see the annoying shit that happened at the beginning of the dungeon. Hey, Sides and somebody welcome. You have to log in to keep it active. If you unsub for too long, they take it. Oh my god. Yeah, I just don't really feel like that's a good system. If they ever did have a housing system, I'd like it to just like be like straight up like Minecraft. Like you can literally build it wherever you want and do whatever you want with it. But it would have to be a permanent thing for sure. Maybe Blizzard could do a crossover with Club Penguin. Then when you want to enter a player's house in a while, you get teleported to the igloo. Just an idea. You're right, that is just an idea. Doing dishes, watching Metro, making healthy food. Equals real life IO score games. Nice. What are you making? I think they make good money from forcing people to stay subbed. I'm sure they do, but it doesn't mean it's good gameplay.
This will slow you down.
Guys, they already made a vegan game, and now we want Sims like houses. Give me more blood and death, please. Yeah, but all 13 people in Final Fantasy XIV love that. Fantasy. The perennial Final Fantasy XIV decrier. I love the comments. What dungeon from a previous expansion would you want to see in Season 4, and why is it Maw Souls? Mother Bloom. Mother Bloom? Mother Rot. Ever Force? I'd want to see Motherlode, yeah, that's number one that I'd want to see.
This will slow you down.
Final Fantasy XIV seems really dead right now, according to Faxi. I changed what he said. I agree. If there's really only 13 people playing it, they're in a really bad state. I guess as long as those 13 people are paying a lot, then probably alright. What instances are even left from Legion and BFA to use? We should take a look at it after this. I'm interested in seeing. This has got to be short. Not that short now. I mean, it's probably half the same number that's been used. Legion has been used a lot, no doubt. Hey, cop. 13 people playing it, and 12 are bots, and 1 is Jesse Cox. Damn. Miss Jesse. Good old days. They need to do classic Mythic Plus. No, they don't. That community is so fucking backwards. Can you imagine how they'd react if the content was actually hard? They'd have to like buy the fucking... You'd have to like put consumables in trade before you can even get an invite to it too. I mean classic dungeon Mythic Plus. Oh, gotcha. Alright, let's add that to the list and then we're gonna look at the actual dungeons that haven't been used yet. Okay, we got Rise 25 upgrades, so that should give some nice weekly score. Monk, Evoker, Paladin, and Evoker, Hunter Evoker. Good game run for being, yeah, good GG, good run for being routeless. Yep, not too bad considering I've never done the dungeon before, huh? Last boss is hard for Classic. So people are selling spots to underperforming classes like Rogue. Jesus Christ. Kata Grimbertoll from Mythic Plus. That thing on Kata launch was pure chaos. That one won't work because it could work, but they'd have to completely redesign it, right? Because the drakes and how that works, like you can literally kill mobs. It would be totally unbalanced. On 14, they don't care about making tanks or healer interesting to play because there's only 13 people playing it. That makes sense, yeah. All right, anyway, let's take a look at what that list of dungeons that are still not used is, because I'm actually interested in seeing this. So we'll go to Legion. Okay, so Assault on Violet Hole will never happen regardless. Black Hold's currently there. Cathedral not there. Court used. DHT currently here. Eye of Azhar not used. Halls previously used. Ma not there. Neltharian's Lair, Karazhan, those are all used. So it's, yeah, okay, so we have Cathedral. We have the ones that like were added late. So Cathedral and Seat of Triumvirate. We have Ma Souls, Eye of Azhar, Archway, and Vault of the Wardens. I would like to see Archway the most, just because I like the gear from there. But I think the best one would probably actually be Seat of the Triumvirate. Eye of Azhar, a lot of people like this. I know Size loves this dungeon. But I do not think it was a very good Mythic Plus, to be honest. It was too much side, like you had to move like sideways too often. Too much backtracking at times. But yeah, that would be a fine one too. And then in terms of Battle of the Azeroth, we had Atal used, Freehold used, Mechagon used. Well, actually, very few have been used. Only 5 total used. So we still have King's Rest, which I do think we'll see someday again. Shrine of the Storm, I think, would actually be much improved from its current, like its previous version, just because of class design changing. Siege of Bralis, Toldagor, Temple of Sethralis, awful dungeons. Hope they won't come through. And then Motherlode, obviously my #1 overall that I would love to see returned. Hello, I just joined. We have any info on the dungeon pool? No. Violet Hole Mythic Plus is against the Geneva Canon. It's just like straight up. Like they didn't use it in Legion either, so that won't happen. Just because you have no actual control over when the mobs spawn. So that one can't work. I hope to never see Siege, Toll, or Temple. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about them. King's Rest can change. With changes can bang. I did like pulling the Golden Serpent Room. Yeah, King's Rest problem was just bad. Like, the state it was in BFA was bad. So if they tune the Shadow of Zul better, or just maybe remove them, and then make it so you don't have to worry about doing some janky ass skip to get under count, and the timer isn't super tight on it. If you don't, then it's a great dungeon. But other than that, it was a bad dungeon. King's Rest has so much running. What do you mean, like out of combat running? You remember Halls of Valor in Legion? I remember Halls of Valor in Season 1 as well. But yeah, in Legion it was a much different dungeon than it was in Season 1. I'd love for Neltharian's Lair to return. I don't... Was that a typo or something? I hated pretty much all of the BFA dungeons except Waycrest. Really? Remove 1 pack on that bridge before the trio boss. Yeah, I think that would be a good option. Or they can literally just retune the whole count thing like they did in Halls. Stonecore is going to be the Kata one they use. I'm calling it now. They may legitimately use Stonecore, yeah. In terms of Kata, like, let's take a look at the full slew again. I do not want to see a Cataclysm dungeon, but Lost City of Tol'vir is one we keep coming back to as a very good option. Pretty much everything else is totally not. Like, it just will not work. Like, this one has some stupid gimmick that they'd have to totally redesign. This one has some stupid gimmick that they would totally have to redesign. Dead Mind's another fucking straight, tiny hallway dungeon. End time gimmick. Halls of Origination. Far too many bosses for that to be considered. Hour of Twilight. I don't even remember what that one... That's the one with, like... I don't even know what that dungeon is. But yeah, I mean, pretty much none of these would work. I mean, I wouldn't even say these worked, so... Stonecore, maybe. I mean, if you think Vortex and Throne went well, then Stonecore can go well, too, I guess. Lost City of the Tol'vir is the only one that actually has, like, some routing options and some, you know, things that are interesting in it. Grim Batol, Blackrock. Those are, like, totally out. Obviously, the remade dungeons are totally out in my eyes. Hear Me Out, Zulaman, Mythic Plus. That, honestly, yeah. I forgot that these dungeons were even a thing. They could legitimately do Zulaman. They probably will whenever Midnight is out, because they're going to be doing a remake of those zones anyway. So that may be a dungeon time for that 2 expansions from now. Lost City's layout is perfect for Mythic Plus. I agree. Other than the last boss, I think it's a very equitable dungeon for Mythic Plus stuff. That last boss can be a fucking nightmare in Mythic Plus though. If you hated the last boss of Ruby Life Pools, you're gonna fucking dread that boss. Spires of Ascension from Shadowlands again. I would love to see all the Shadowlands dungeons a second time, but 3600 Demon Hunter in the group. The guy was in the last group, so I don't know if he's from the stream or. Throne still has those silence lines that can be hidden through the floor. Throne, oh yeah. Utgard Keep would be a good, easy one. Utgard Pinnacle would be an actually fun one. Halls of Lightning could be good. Lots of potential in Wrath dungeons. I don't see it. Those dungeons just don't have enough mechanics in the trash, so they would have to basically remake all of those dungeons. Pretty much any. I really, I would say that about Kata too, to be honest. So, pretty much anything from prior to MOP, it should not be considered. Just kind of. I'm gonna do this with no less, okay? Doesn't Blizzard love stupid gimmicks? It's not about loving them or hating them. They won't work. Like you can't have the dragons from Grim Batol work in Mythic Plus. It would be totally unfair. You would literally have keys break up on the first pack because somebody didn't use the dragons well, you know? Think about how overpowered that is, dude. Think about if those dragons just one-shot an entire pack on Fortified Bolstering Week. Like, it would literally break the entire dungeon. It can't be in the game. I don't even know what key this is. Please never Vault of the Wardens. I don't like that one either. The ending in Vault of the Wardens was horrendous. Zul'Farrak for Mythic Plus or Riot? ZF. I don't think any classic dungeons, but fair point on Wrath Keys. Was looking through nostalgia lenses. Didn't think of the actual lack of mechanics. Yeah, it just won't like they would need. So this is what I've been saying. Like, yeah, can they use the fucking skeleton of the dungeon? Yes, obviously they pretty much did it multiple times now. But should they? No, it's a terrible investment of their resources. Why would they take Utgard Keep and change 50% of the mobs in there when they could just take like a dungeon from BFA or Legion and it's already usable? Like they don't need to do anything to those dungeons. They work. Getting into groups with a higher key that you completed as a Blood DK is GG. Good game. Thank you, man. You played well too. Bolstering is pretty bad though. Ruins a lot of dungeons. Can't chain anything. Bolstering is definitely pretty bad, yep. If it's classic, then SM is obviously one, not Dead Mines. Well, SM's already been remade in MOP, so those would be the ones they'd use instead, obviously. I'd be good with that. I'd be good with the MOP. Yeah, like then let's look at MOP. Because I feel like the MOP ones are actually very good, and they haven't used any other than one so far. Mogushan Palace, I think, would be really nice. I don't like Scarlet Halls, but I do think Scarlet Monastery would be good. Siege of Nizao, I think, would be good, but it didn't. The whole bang the gong thing was kind of really janky, so that probably wouldn't work very well now. Obviously, Jade's the best one out of all of them. Shadowpan Monastery, I think, could be very good too. Skullman's is my favorite, like Mythic Plus challenge mode. Like that's my favorite one ever. So if they ever did Skullman's again, I'd love to see it. Gate of the Setting Sun, I don't like. It was very linear and very small paths. And then Storm South Brewery was a very good dungeon in MOP, but I think it would be terrible now because of the way the game's changed over the years. Way too much AoE fodder that doesn't actually need to be killed. I hate shit like that in Mythic Plus now. But it was really fun back when you had a monk that you can just spam kegs at. In terms of WoD, I don't really look at any of these dungeons as great. They already used 4 of them, so at this point we're pretty much done with WoD, I feel like. Skyreach, that could be a good one. Akendun would be awful. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Bloodmaw, Slagmines, and Upper Blackrock Spire. Gray, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I hope so too. Skullmance, we can get Harry to run it again and compare his improvements. That would be amazing. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. They should make the Naxxramas wings into keys. A lot of people have suggested that. Mop one's blow on God. Oh, you don't like the Mop dungeons? But you want Forge of Souls? What? Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. Imagine a remastered Blackrock Depths mega dungeon. It may very well happen someday. At least they got rid of Necrotic and Grievous. Yep. Yeah, they did definitely get rid of those. Just the SM MOP ones. Oh, okay, yeah. I think that Pandemonium thing Blizzard teased will bring back Mob Mythic Plus. I think what it's going to be is it's going to be like, because you see how it was described, right? Instead of time walking, they're calling it time running. I think what it's going to be is it's going to be every single piece of mob content is going to scale up instead of just dungeons. Instead of like 6 dungeons, it's going to be every single piece of mob content is all going to scale. Including questing, including dailies, including rep, you know, everything that you can never do in mob is all going to be scaled up. And I'm eager to see how it works out and what the goals are for it. But I hope it will end up being a system that they'll just make a permanent thing. Like you can choose to make everything scale up to max now. What was that affix in Shadowlands that one mob would be empowered in a group? You're thinking of inspiring? It wouldn't necessarily be empowered, but it would make all the other mobs not interruptible. Did they kick the other demon hunter or did they leave on their own? I'm not sure, but I'm glad that they didn't do that. Yeah, inspiring didn't actually improve the mob at all. It just made everything else not kickable. But Shadowlands, like dungeons, they had incredibly generous inspiring locations. The only bad ones were mobs in Throne or mobs in Theater of Pain, and I can mind control them, so it didn't even matter. How much actual score are we up to now? 3256, okay. And we're gonna do fall. I don't even, this is not really even worth doing, but I'll do it anyway. And then hopefully we get Everbloom and DHT today too. That'd be pretty good. Then we have pretty much the same as any other week. As much as I love BFA, Enchanted Affix was so bad. Yeah, that affix wasn't great. Especially after then you look at season 4 and you're like, oh, they could have did something like that.
2, 1.
I didn't know that was on the table. I just hope they never bring Necrotic back. No, I don't think they're gonna return affixes they already removed. Do you think they would? They have not done that, have they? I don't think they've done that. What is this shit? Concentration aura. What the fuck? That void shit was one of the worst things ever. What is that? What do you mean void?
We'll find a way to stop
The void emissary channeling its past in Toldagor. Huh. Yeah, most people like look at that as a pretty good fix. I don't know. It was some bad placements, I guess. Maybe is that what you're saying? Thundering or something similar could be acceptable return as a regular turret fix. They said they were thinking about it, and that's the last we heard of it since then. I think they can convert every single. I made a video on this at the end of Shadowlands. Converting every single affix into a Kiss Curse type affix. I think it can be very easily doable. Like it wouldn't even require that much creativity. There's a couple that would, but for the most part, they're all pretty basic. Caliban, thank you so much, man. Let's let that play out. I really appreciate your consistent generosity over the years. First day of March, so we're turning the corner on that bad February, hoping to get back to a normal schedule and not be hemorrhaging money in the next month. The weekly rotation, where like if you got the Void Emissary week on certain dungeons. Oh, okay, you're talking about Enchanted again. I thought you were talking about the placement of the obelisks. I see what you're saying now. I didn't really, what did you guys think? Did you like how the affix subtly changed every week? I don't know. I think it was good at first, but I don't think it had, like I don't know if it was better. Mythic Plus seasons aren't long enough to have several weeks bricked with bad affix combos. Well, that's how it used to work for... They used to be like... You know, people talk about push week now. It's a fucking joke compared to what it used to be. There used to be times when it was straight up like 2 to 3 affix levels different in terms of the best week versus the worst week. Maybe more than 2 to 3.
Metro, what do you think is the best healer for Mythic Plus? Blood Death Knight.
It's not, man. Wait, that... What the hell? It just didn't play the... That's Left Lane Hog who became a member. Death Grip Tier, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you doing that. Push week is basically every week now, yep. It used to be literally only a few weeks per season, yep. It used to be like there'd be 1 week every rotation that everybody would go like fucking nuts at. Dude, I remember Size and Stare, like I went to bed. It was like 1 o'clock. I woke up at like, you know, 8 or 9, and they're still on the game, still pushing. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And Sarah's like, it's push week. I was like, yeah.
Sorry I haven't been around in as much. Work's been crazy. Nice to catch at least part of a stream. Payday.
Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate that. $5. You guys would have like mad randoms in Discord, like just 24/7, just round the clock doing keys. That week, it was funny. If we're having a throwback season, I think we should get the old popular seasonal fixes on a weekly rotation. I would love to see that. I think that'd be a really cool idea. Maybe make it only one affix, huh? Like each week instead of tyrannical. Well, it could still maybe have tyrannical. I don't know. But basically only like you remove 2 of the affixes and then you add 1 new one and it's a seasonal affix. I think that'd be a pretty fun way to do it.
2, 1.
They need to add the membership join button to the app. Oh, is it hard to find? I should have a link in the description. I don't know if it works. Maybe it doesn't work on the app or something you're saying. Throwback season? Is that where you throw it back during the dungeon? No, it's like something from the past is returned is what that means. Is it just not on there at all? I have to use the desktop version to subscribe and I keep forgetting to do it. I don't know. I have no idea. Someone took that second soak to no man's land. Yeah, we got a little bit unlucky there, but luckily we have a demon hunter. I assume that's who got it. We've had more wipes to that first boss recently than I ever expected to have in the whole season, though.
What a mess! The time ways are all misaligned.
Better no man's land than to overlap them. Well, yeah, obviously, but that was not where you wanted to put that, no doubt.
This will take us some time. Champions, you must destroy any numbers that appear. We cannot have them further twisting the time ways.
When do you think the Infinites went to, Nosdormu?
I do not
Bring back all the bangers. Teaming, necrotic, explosive, overflowing.
timeline.
Yeah, teaming. I wouldn't actually mind. Skittish. Let's see Skittish, too.
They risk unraveling.
Wouldn't actually mind seeing those ones come back. I feel like teaming was only removed because they want to do those, like, they want to do something like Prideful, where
To ensure
you had to know exactly how much count you needed to pull in each split of the dungeon. I think teaming was not a bad fix at all. It just caused some confusion week to week, which is kind of a pain in the ass. What is teaming and skittish? So teaming was there'd randomly be extra enemies in each pack. And this caused you to basically need an entirely different route whenever it was teaming. And then skittish was the tank does 50% less threat, I think is what it was. I don't know, me and Morgan always used to argue about this. I was under the impression that you'd randomly lose threat, but he said it was just a flat threat loss, and I don't know which is true or not, but regardless, it basically, the thing about skittish that I really, really like, which may sound counterintuitive, is that it forced DPS to care about threat. Like, it's a weekly affix, you know what I mean? Like, you now have to care about threat. Whereas you still constantly see people pull threat and die, and then they just blame the tank. Whereas if there was an affix that reinforced the fact that they're doing something wrong, then they would take a lot more credibility, or a lot more ownership of their failure, I guess. First time I ran this as non-tank, I ran to no man's land because I didn't realize how the second leap worked. I heard necrotic was terrible. It was really unfair as a blood DK, but honestly, it was pretty easy for most other tanks, especially in Shadowlands. If you were like super committed to just not having any issues with it in Shadowlands, you had very high amounts of options to do that. But I was, you know, playing a very specific build on my Death Knight with no actual natural way to remove it, and that caused it to be extremely unfun. Most classes don't have any options to mitigate their threat anymore. They just don't attack for a second, yeah. They didn't have any in Legion either. I don't know when they removed skittish. Was it BFA or was it actually in Legion? Favorite fix that's not available anymore. Explosive, 100%. I'd love to see explosive return. That was actually so fun to do as a tank. Does me being YouTube Premium help you out? It does, yeah. Every viewer who records a view on YouTube Premium, I get a small cut of, so. And it's like a really high, like it's a very generous cut from YouTube. So if I had 100% of my viewers as YouTube Premium, I'd probably make like twice as much money as I make now. Fade and mirror images work. I don't know what else there is. Again, it's not about like going ham and just not having threat. It's about managing your threat, your actual threat load. How did that fix that allowed you to skip trash work? You would kill an enemy. Basically, there was a portal. You'd enter the portal. Inside the other realm, there was an enemy. Whenever you'd kill the enemy, a second portal would open. So you'd be able to enter the realm from either sides of the portal. And then when you're in that realm, there was nothing else in there other than the boss that you were fighting. I don't remember what, like, now that I'm thinking about this, like, were all 4 of the mini bosses in there? Or was it a separate phase for all 4 of them? If we just took the first one to the location of the second one, was the second one standing there? I feel like it had to be activated. I think it was standing there, but you'd have to activate it for it to be attackable, right? From the outside. You could only fight one per portal, but I think it was like, because it wasn't 4 phases. Like, if you went in the wrong portal, you didn't get stuck. You could run from the very beginning to the very end if you wanted to at the end, right? Any that you didn't kill showed up and buffed the last boss. Yeah, that was a very unique part of it too. Some classes like Arcane and Enhanced still have weirdly bursty threat. Not enough to play around, just enough to occasionally surprise me. Yeah, I mean everybody has the ability to do that at times. The fix was so incredibly good. It was really a very, very good fix compared to the other BFA ones, but looking back at it, it was a pug nightmare. Then all of a sudden, every fucking DPS wanted me to pull around their CDs in such an extreme way that I had to relearn a route every single dungeon. Could you skip Zool and King's Rest? I don't remember. I think you need to fight Zool to be able to do the final boss, don't you? I remember there was some weird janky ass thing where you could like physically jump over the wall with some tricks, but I don't think it was actually possible to open the door otherwise. I bought YouTube Premium today because I was tired of the ads. Oh, cool. I think that's what they're like legitimately trying to have happen. Just everybody use YouTube Premium. Z, the famous mage, shows the nightmare of that fix for pugs. Yeah, a little different, but pretty much the same thing.
Your timeline has ceased. The true timeline.
Solo the boss. I could easily, but then we'd not have any time left. Premium is great, and if you use a VPN, you can get it for almost nothing. Wait, what do you mean use a VPN and get it for nothing? What does that mean? This boss really fucks pugs, huh? It's really the next one that does, but yeah, this one's tough, obviously.
The timeways shall be protected.
Probably cheaper to purchase it in another region. Oh, maybe. This boss is so easy as melee, but I hate it as caster. A lot of moving, right? I think that was a VPN ad. You'd use a different currency. Like, what currency would you use to make it even cheaper? How much actually is it? You're saying you can get it for $12 a year. That's crazy. Okay. Fun boss. Something from Eastern Europe, probably. I didn't even know they still had currencies that weren't the euro. South America is cheaper. Brazil is still very cheap.
My duty to the timeways is fulfilled.
In my country, it's £16 per month, but I bought it for £12 for the year. How? Like, what's the What's the guide? I don't know how you would even do that. They changed a lot of South American countries to use USD instead of their own currency. Quick Google says it's $1.05 in Argentina. Is that like, are you gonna get banned if you get caught? Like, I don't, it seems like that's pretty ridiculous. Alright, anyway, that's another failed fall. Brazil is one of the few left, along with Argentina. I VPN to Turkey, then prepay for a full annual year plan. Use that, then switch back to my country and use it. It's totally legal, and it's what a VPN lets you do. I don't know how, like, why would that be legal? Like, there's a reason they have a regional lock on it, right? Otherwise, you'd literally just buy it from Turkish money no matter what without the VPN. It's probably legal. Like, you're not going to go to jail over it. Yeah, I just mean, like, if YouTube caught you doing that, would you have your account banned? Had a healer in a low fall on an alt, dispelling people immediately before they had a chance to get in fast. Continually killing the group. Damn. It's very unlikely Blizzard comes after individuals at this level, whether it's legal or not. Well, we're talking about YouTube, but yeah. Alright. It's too long. Let's ask the legal eagle. Is that like the Lone Falcon? Lone Falcon? That's a funny commercial. I don't know why they don't do more of those. Yeah, Metro is a content creator for the platform. He literally does business. You're just a consumer. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't feel comfortable doing that, but it sounds like it's pretty attractive because I'd really like to have YouTube Premium, but it's way too much money. It's difficult to manage because people use multiple IPs now organically due to IP shortages. Is there really a shortage? What the hell? Isn't the reason stuff is region locked because they don't have the rights in that particular country? I don't know. Maybe affiliated creators could get a discount. I always thought I should get it for free since I've made YouTube like hundreds of thousands, well, not hundreds of thousands, but dozens of thousands of dollars over the many years. IPv4 was a bad idea. Oh man. What's the purpose of premium other than ad block? I think you get access to shows and stuff too, don't you? I don't actually know what you get with it other than ads, yeah. But it would be nice to have it because then anybody who streams, like if I watch Cop or something like that, I can support him without having to donate or something, you know? How do you feel about Faded Seasons? I'm for it. You also get music, is that what it is? There's been a shortage for years, maybe a decade. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's like legit people can't be IP banned anymore, and that's why. I was wondering why that stopped being a thing on like YouTube and WoW and stuff. To be fair, I think your live stream bandwidth does cost them more than it brings in. Yeah, maybe, right? It's why IPv6 was made. Cool, when is that coming out? Is that just a patch or is it a hotfix or? You can also listen to stuff while your phone is locked and you can queue up a watch list. It's out already. Oh, did it just come out? That's cool. Reason I bought it is the ads, and also you can, when I close my phone, I can continue to play music or video in my car. It used to stop. That's like just scummy, right? Like that should not be a feature you have to pay for. YouTube uses their own GCP servers. I doubt it costs them much. Some sites already use IPv6 and most routers support it. New internet IPv6 expansion? Yeah, what's the release date on that? IPv6 standard just has to be adopted. Well, That's, I mean, adoption is a big deal, dude. Like, it's not something you just go and do. Our lives are becoming subscriptions. I'm totally agreed with that. YouTube advanced for phones easy. What does that mean? Playing YouTube in the background would be great, but I'm not paying for it. Yep. How goes it today? Hey, what's up, man? This is the guy who hooked us up with like his genius. I'm loving this system too, by the way, dude. I'm having so much fun with it. This is like gonna keep me going for a long time. Unless there was like a third full set of rotations, I would still have fun, I think, either way. Thankfully, private addresses exist. Yeah, PO boxes, right? Cracked version of YouTube on Android. It has all the features. Oh, really? That's interesting. Honestly, if they made premium cheaper, more people would buy it. I'm sure they know what they're doing, like cost to benefit ratio. Hopefully it's working all right. It is. Yeah, it's working great now. Thank you for being malleable with the way it worked. As soon as I found the VPN thing, I bought it right away. YouTube Advanced was a cracked version of YouTube Premium, but it no longer works. Oh, okay. IPv4 addresses ran out a decade ago. IPv6 has been dragging, but I heard Amazon is about to force companies to use it more, at least according to my work. Gotcha. Well, in terms of, like, you say according to my work, do you mean like you're like an internet researcher? Like you're constantly in the trenches asking the hard-hitting questions? And like Amazon executives are constantly getting bombarded by emails from you? You're digging out the truth of this? Is that what you mean? Or you mean like some dude in the water cooler at your job said they might be doing it? IPv6 equals basically every single piece of the network except for the cables need to be replaced. Oh, that's going to be a while then, yeah. Mythic Plus does have a severe issue where the IO and gear gains have severe progression cliffs. Yeah, that's why I wanted to make the weekly score thing, because it'll make it more fun to feel like we're still making progress week after week. Shelf on an elf. Area 52. Huh. Anyway, I did premium for 1 month. It was nice, but I don't want to spend on another sub. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much useless. I don't know. I think we have the one and only Bill Gates in the chat. Wait, really? Where? Is that Sismical guy? Sismical? Hey, Griffin. Long time no see, man. How the hell are you? I work as a systems admin, and the security department told us in a meeting that they use AWS and that they're going to have to change the company's outward IP from IPv4 to IPv6. So kind of in between what I was saying. Sismical, yep. Sismical, what's that guy's name? Mads Mikkelsen? No, I happen to be Odysseus. Bill may be the High Priest John. Oh yeah, maybe. When my annual premium runs out and I get ads, I immediately can't deal with it. I couldn't live without premium. Well, I mean, there's other ways to not get ads. I just don't necessarily, like, I don't want to use it. I really don't. I don't want to use ad block, but I just have to, because recording, like, I have to record all these runs that people are sending me on YouTube, and I can't have ads in the middle of them. It's unfortunate, but the ad system just doesn't, like, I don't really feel like it works very well. I'm doing good, just at work and not doing a single thing. Oh, I bet your employer loves that. How are you? I guess I'm the same. I'm doing the exact same thing, sitting here waiting for a key. IPv6 has been deployed slowly, like my provider already has it a few years. Server infrastructure has been mostly ready for years. It's all about networking to end users. That's the most pain. End users, that sounds like so final. Holy shit. You know, like people in nursing homes or something? What about IPv5? What happened to that? I have no workload to do. Why don't you go home then? Ads are insanely invasive now. I wouldn't ad block if it wasn't horrendous to browse the internet. Quests for Legendary were terribly boring grindfest. Completed it yesterday. Nice, grats. So hard to not get ads on phone and iPad. No reliable solutions. There's ways to do it on the browser, but yeah, I don't think there's any way to do it on the YouTube app. Metro, that was a dark joke even for a death knight. I agree. We call that working to rule, doing the bare minimum. Ha ha ha. Yep. They won't let me go home. I still have to be here in case someone puts a ticket in. Yeah, but I was mostly joking around. End users is a term for people working in an org. Like the Sea Org? Scientology? How much you guys know about Scientology? You guys see the Super Bowl commercial? There was a fucking Scientology Super Bowl commercial. You guys see that? Have you ever been interested in Dianetics? Have you ever considered what's out there besides us? You converted? How is it? How much do you have to pay nowadays? I was actually legitimately thinking about it. I just don't have the money. Scientology is way too expensive, but I do think that is the one true, like, correct religion. What did the commercial say? It was actually like a legitimately, like, pretty basic commercial. You can get around YouTube's ad block thing easily on the app. I have to look up this commercial now. Yeah, I would show it to you, but I would definitely get demonetized, so I can't do it. No, but I do know that Jesus gets me. Oh yeah, and then there was that commercial where people were washing each other's feet on the Super Bowl. That was like a creepy ass commercial. Then I realized it was a religion thing. I learned all I need to know about Scientology on South Park. No, you gotta watch documentaries on it. It's fucking insane, dude. If you legitimately don't know what like Scientology is all about, it's actually insane. It's like actually like a high level pyramid scam that nobody knows about until you're too deep into it. You'll sink like 6 years of your life into it, and then all of a sudden they're like, all right, the next time you do this, you're gonna have to give us $500,000. It's like ultra psychologically like manipulative, like probably the most I mean, obviously a lot of religions are, but anyway, yeah, it's pretty nuts. South Park went over all that. Oh, did it really? I thought it would just be like a kind of a superficial joke. All that Scientology believes in is your money into their pockets. Yep. And then like not having to pay a single cent in tax because of the way they have like more lawyers in Scientology than there are in any other religion apparently. He was talking about iPhone Rob. YouTube revanced unless on iPhones. Well, either way, I don't think somebody said revanced doesn't work anymore. Caused some members of Scientology who were cast members to leave the show in protest. Who the fuck would be a Scientologist working on South Park? What the fuck? I really think Taoism has some solid fundamentals. Zoroastrianism, if you're talking about like real talk here, look into Zoroastrianism. It's the oldest religion that is still practiced to this day, and I think that's for a reason. I'm literally using Revanced right now. Is that why you're having so much trouble hearing the conversation? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so it still works. Cool. Where do you download it? You have to download it. It did stop working, but they fixed it. Oh, okay. Wow, that Scientology commercial is nothing but the camera pointed at the sun. Yeah, it's really strange. Wow, episode in South Park is peak. Yeah, I remember everybody used to love that. IP5 was first proposed in 1979 and never adopted. It didn't address the scalability issue that IPv6 was needed for. Just a bad number, huh? Hold on, I'll be right back. Really, that's sick. I live on the oldest river system in the world, and my profession, surveying, is the second oldest career in the world. I'll look up Zoroastrianism. Yeah, Freddie Mercury was a Zoroastrian. That's how I first heard about it, and then I heard about it more in Crusader Kings 2. N'Zoth would corrupt people in our world easily. I find N'Zoth pretty compelling. The only old god worth worshipping? Really? You have to get it on their website, not on the Play Store. So you can download apps on your phone through websites. I didn't realize you can do that. I don't really like use apps on my phone. I just use like Discord and basic shit. The guy who voiced Chef was Scientologist. Whoa, really? What the fuck? I had no idea that there'd be people like that. That's crazy. Isaac Hayes, okay. That's pretty wild. I had no idea. You download the APK and install it that way. Gotcha. I don't know. Fucking do it right now. The only god to worship is Slanesh. Is that a real thing? Actually, I'll look into it either way. Do you like log into your actual account on here? Like, can I access my actual account through this? You can? Okay. When I was in New York, I walked by the giant Scientology church. I went to take a picture of it. Then when I turned, some guy was just staring at me through the window. Whoa, it's creepy. Then he left, and then he used old voice lines to completely destroy him in an episode after he left. Oh, jeez. Did Tom Cruise make a cameo? I don't know. Griffin's gonna be assassinated by Scientologists, yeah. I've heard Papa Nurgle is preferred by many. He's probably just not read every single thing that gets said about this. Metro feels like either a Chivench or Corn enjoy. See, I'm just gonna stop reading these things. Have you said the Tom Cruise Scientology video? Have you seen the Tom Cruise Scientology video that's a parody about Bladestorm Warriors and PvP? I did see that a long time ago, yeah. Wait, why does it say try revamp? Wait, what is revanced? That's one of the funniest videos ever. It was really well edited or whatever. And some god from Warhammer 40k. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Wait, what the fuck? I downloaded it and then I got like a pop-up saying it's a virus. What? Oh, anyway. I don't really use YouTube that much like that anyway, so. Anyone know what the title to the emergency bath video is called? I don't know off the top of my head, but I assume it's an emergency bath. Try maybe like broke cop. I want to say I don't remember honestly. I went to the game store to play Magic on Wednesday, which the stereotype of Magic players not showering wasn't true. Alright, we're finally in a group, whole group. An MMO about Warhammer 40k would be great. Did they never make an MMO? They had an MMO, but it was not 40k. It was like the old one, right? I really like how they have like two universes in one IP. That's pretty cool. I think it's just because they're sitting in one spot for a long time, and it's usually a bit beefy. They probably do actually wash. Yeah, I don't know. Warhammer MMO was cool. That was the one that had like collision, right? I really like that idea. I wish that was more of a thing. I wish there was a game like I remember doing that in PvP. It was really fun because you can build like a wall. You like form a wall of human bodies to stop somebody from getting into the flag room.
The very roots of the world tree are corrupted by the nightmare. Cleanse shall inhere. The nightmare has birthed an abomination known as
I don't even know where
rage.
downloads are stored on my
Hunt
phone.
it down and burn it to the ground.
There's not like a browser on the phone, is there? Actually, I have no idea. The lore for 40k is massive. Nice. Warhammer MMO was made by the same guy who did Dark Age of Camelot. Yeah. APK you try to install will give you the potentially harmful pop-up. Install your own risk, I guess. I just don't know where it is. Like, I clicked it, and I don't know where it is. I don't even know how to get, like, I actually don't know how to access files on my phone. It downloads in the browser. Yeah, just not there, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because it was marked as like a virus, so it didn't get downloaded properly. What's the website that I should be on? Maybe I'm on the wrong website. Probably not. I just randomly Googled it and then downloaded the first thing that came up. So how much bribing do we have to do to get a 3 a.m. Talazar run series? Yeah, I have to talk to other people. 3 a.m. I'm fucking asleep for 4 hours already at that point. 5 hours sometimes. Looks like a lot more work than I thought it was going to be too. I miss Dark Age of Camelot. It makes me sad the sequel is never actually coming out. Oh no, I don't even know anything about it. How's your progression on Convergence? I haven't been able to play it in like a week and a half now. Maybe it for me in Elden Ring, but we'll see. I would like to keep playing it. The sequel has been in development since 2013. Oh, wow. You are right. It may not be coming out. I really like the Skyrim lore. Oh, cool. Yeah, when's the new Elder Scrolls coming?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How do you do the 1 meal a day thing? I feel incredibly hungry after waking up, so breakfast is the most important thing for me. Your body will get used to it very quickly. You'd be surprised how optional food is, especially in one 24-hour period. What I learned was that the feeling of hunger that most of us experience is simply because our body has ran out of carbohydrates, not because we're actually like starving and our body is going into starvation mode. When you start, if you did start doing 1 meal a day, you will see a very big difference in what real hunger is. That like kind of unsettling feeling in your stomach where you're kind of like hangry or whatever they call it, like that's not hunger. That's just your body's reaction to being out of carbohydrates. Metro is a sadist. He has control of aspects that just run purely wild. I am kind of a sadist, I guess, yeah. All about self-control. You could have your 1 meal in the morning, though, yeah. Not meant to be like you only eat right before bed. I just only eat right before bed because if I was hungry at night, I probably wouldn't be able to sleep. I do 1 meal a day, but it's 4K calories, so I still somehow got that. Can you even, I mean, you're probably joking, obviously, but sometimes I overeat anyway, and it's just like, I don't even know how, like, my stomach I just burst, like, there's just way too much food. To eat, like, 2,500 calories or more is hard as it is, so to eat, like, 3,000 calories, it's like, well, I'm just eating McDonald's, I guess, at that point. When you switch to 1 meal a day, you don't spend all day thinking about food, trying to plan all of your meals. Yeah, that's a good point, I guess. That's something I didn't really think about, but you're right about that.
Beware.
It's easy to overeat because there's a delay with feeling full when you eat. Well, that's what I'm saying. With like 1 meal a day, you physically cannot overeat. Like your body won't like let you. Like you can't put too much in your body. Like it's physically got a cap. You know what I mean? Like the physical element of it. I mean,
Beware.
I'm serious. 3 to 4K. I got super big until I focused properly and cut down for a while. I just don't know how you could actually eat 4,000 calories. Like I said, it takes me usually an hour to eat 2,000 calories. So how the hell is it even, like, what is it that you're eating? Just McDonald's over and over again? Things that are like absurdly high in calories without any actual substance. Why are we still in combat? Oh, with the affix.
2, 1.
Gotta love putting death and decay in a tree. Oh, yeah, it's the worst. when I got to my fattest, I would eat a large pizza and then Ben and Jerry's after. Oh. Is a one pizza that many calories? I don't actually know the answer to that. Can you cook Metro? Not really, no. I probably could if I didn't, you know, if I didn't do one meal a day, I probably could easily, but it is so hard to sit there and be like, okay, I'm starving now. I'm really hungry. Let's spend an hour staring at food while we wait to eat. It's not gonna go well. One meal Andes and their 1,800 kilocalorie daily maintenance XD. Large pan pizza from Pizza Hut with extra cheese is pushing 3K. Whoa. I don't really eat pizza. I would never even think about eating pizza from Pizza Hut, so I don't even know. Coach Greg calls it highly palatable, non-saturating foods. Yeah, that's a really good way to describe it, actually.
Defilers. So it is you who have defiled these woods with the nightmare.
Alright, so let's see on this boss. You kill the boss. Maybe we can still do it. The key. When you look at the diets of the world's strongest man, 3 to 4K in a single setting isn't unreasonable. But they, like I said, they eat like shortcuts. Like they don't eat real food. They eat shit to make as many calories available as possible. I assume like most people are just like fucking downing creatine in every meal, right? Pressure cooker meals are easy and fast. I would recommend just put the shit in and hit the button. The big issue for me, if I ever did try to cook in the past, was like I gotta figure out what I want to cook. That was always the problem. I really like the idea of those like meal service plans, like the boxes that come and tell you what to cook. But I just want to be told what to cook. I don't necessarily need to buy the food from them. I just want the plan itself. Like a recipe randomizer. There was one. It was called What the Hell Do You Want To Eat.com. And I think it's down now. I don't think it's last time I looked at it, it didn't work, so.
Stay down, Defiler.
Right. Someday we'll kill this boss. Just check my regular Domino's order and it's 3.4-ish Domino's. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't ever eat shit like that. Double kill. Triple kill. Enemy killing spree. I used to love Halo, man. Yeah, like HelloFresh, but without me paying for the food as well. Just give me the recipes. They have natural recipe randomizers, but unfortunately they're called having kids. It's easier if you're okay eating the same thing every day. Yeah, I'm definitely not. And that's really not good for you, I feel like. That was a good impersonation. Once you kick a few times, it gets easier, like anything else. No doubt. It's like I said, just the hard part is just actually cooking. Like knowing what to cook. Gotta love Halo. Kill Tack Boy is a reference to Halo? I don't even know what that means. I only ever played the multiplayer. Eating 4K calories home cooked would be super difficult, but I could probably just fill the gap with Coke. Yeah, don't do drugs, dude. It's not worth it. Killtacular Boy. The username was too long. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, well, this ain't working. You can always cook full English. What's that? I lost so much weight just cutting out the takeout. One meal a day doesn't necessarily mean hot meals every day, though. That's the only real problem with one meal a day. It's like if I ever had to be purely responsible for my own food, I don't know what the fuck I would do. And it's been a bit of a problem because, yeah, like takeout. I need to stop ordering so much food. I'm starting to like realize that, you know, it's not working out the way I wanted to, so I'm starting to order less food every time I eat. I'm really surprised that that's killing me. Just 3 melees are killing me. I'm trying to get by in Shadow Mill, but it's fucking killing me before I can. I don't deal with hunger at all. I can't sleep with any hunger, so eating hella carrots and celery and yogurt and stuff at night. Yeah, that's how I used to be. I would constantly have to have snacks and shit at night to be able to be comfortable. Full English breakfast. Eggs, bacon, beans, tomatoes, bit of bread, mushrooms if you like. Simple, quick, and nutritious. Oh yeah. There's only one solution to this. Both bears will boss. I'm fine with just fighting them, but I just don't know how it's killing me that quickly. Do you know what percent body fat you are, Seismical? You'll have to ask him, not me. I don't know why you'd even ask me that. If I ever came to the US, I wouldn't go to the fast food chains. I would try local restaurants. Probably hard to find good food for vegetarians, ain't it? I had no idea. I'm not a vegetarian. Right now, post-winter, at least 25%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, winter killed me, man. I gotta get out and get some exercise. Probably after the stream, I'm gonna go do some exercise. Personally, had insane results with a plant-based diet. Weight and blood work came back to pristine levels, but it's not a diet for everyone. Usually what happens there is it's like you took out something in your diet that you didn't realize was being very bad for your health. So it's like, yeah, the plant-based diet's not for everyone, but eliminating whatever you eliminated that actually caused you to be healthy, that is for everyone. You know what I mean? Everybody should identify what it is that's causing them to be unhealthy and try to eliminate that, but it's harder than it sounds. I removed dairy in particular, and you think that was a big problem for you? I know they have like food allergy tests, and I don't know if that necessarily is the problem that most people have or not, but I probably should do that myself. An elimination diet, which is why carnivore has the same effect. Yeah, it can, yeah.
Fury incarnate.
I've been tracking my calories for months now. Went from 168 pounds to 145 in 5 to 6 months. Seeing what you eat in a spreadsheet can really help a lot. Maybe it was you and I who even talked about it. I talked about this about 6 months ago with somebody, and it's just like I don't know where to get the actual calorie. Like I like the idea, I just I don't know how to get the actual number for sure. Even at restaurants, it's like the number doesn't include fries or whatever, you know, like stuff that comes with the meal. Like it's hard to get the actual number. I really like the idea though. And obviously if you cook your own food, like how the hell are you ever gonna know? My friend's father had a lot of great results on a carnivore diet, ultimately cutting out the processed garbage and soda. Yeah, I mean that's the big issue, processed food, and it's so hard to like literally like can anybody name a chain restaurant for me that doesn't sell processed food? I'm unaware of one. Like I want to eat healthier as well as do one meal a day, but like it's just impossible to eat at a restaurant and not feel like you're eating unhealthy. In the UK, I assume it's the same in the US. All foods have to have their calorie content on the packaging. Right, but I'm saying like you buy a thing of raw chicken, then you add seasonings to it and make like 6 other things with it. Like how you're not gonna be able to add that all up. It's impossible. You don't know exactly how much everything is added and where, you know. Applebee's is fresh stuff, I think. Oh yeah, I do like Applebee's. They have really good salads at Applebee's. People always talk about cutting out, more like add in good stuff. If you're full on broccoli, you reach your potato chips at least 75% less. Right, obviously if you don't have like a problem with overeating, then that's a good strategy, but I do think a lot of people who have problems with their health are overeaters. Like that was my problem. Like that's how I gained so much weight, because I could just be eating all day. Like I literally would eat 24/7. I never really felt like I was totally full. So like even like an hour after I ate dinner, I'd be like, all right, let's have some snacks. Let's have ice cream. Let's have soda. Let's have chocolate. Like all this shit. It's like, so now it's just like whatever I'm eating that day, it's only one meal, and that should be enough to keep the calories down regardless, and I don't touch anything else. But the average person also has no idea what a real serving size of something is. And that's another reason why I think one meal a day is crucial, because you don't need to know. You just know, all right, this is the full load of calories, and that's all I need for the day.
Beware.
I've been working overnight, so eating once a day is pretty easy for me now. Oh yeah, there you go. Sometimes it's easier than, you know, it's like more natural. Recommending serving sizes are like a quarter of what people think. And that's just because the serving sizes recommended are based on like a national average, so that's including like women, you know what I mean? Like obviously a man and a woman need different caloric intakes. People of different sizes need different caloric intakes, so you shouldn't look at that and be like, okay, this is actually exactly what I need. You should figure it out on your own. There's like calculators out there to help you with your weight and your activity level to see exactly how many calories you should have a day. Serving sizes in the US are absolutely insane compared to UK. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know anything about that whole thing, honestly, but from what I can tell, it's like based on a national average, so. Like if you literally ate like only the recommended serving sizes of things that are in your refrigerator, you wouldn't even get enough calories for the day. It's based on 2,000 kilocalorie average in UK, which is for a normal sized woman. Is it really? I don't think it's like that here, but maybe. If I had to eat the food in EU, I'd want small portions too. Yeah, another great point actually. Garbage fucking food over there.
Beware. Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Companies list unrealistic serving sizes to make their product look less unhealthy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yep.
Beware.
Oh, there's only 100 calories in this bag of chips? You know what I mean? It's like, what? I was tabbed out and I was like, that sounds like a comment I would make. How you doing, man? What are you up to?
Beware. Beware.
We pretty much have the same fast food chains as you guys, and we don't feel the need to serve 1 liter size of fizzy drinks. The big thing in the UK is soda is way less popular, and fast food is actually made with better ingredients there. But I assume that means it's more expensive too. But Sai told me, like, the food, like, what do they call it? Like, quality? I don't know what they would say, but, like, food inspector thing, like, that's way, way, way more serious over there than it is here. And then it even only got brought up because then he went to the Philippines, and it was 10 times worse than it was in England. So, like, food, McDonald's in the Philippines is, like, actually very, very good food. Like, it's like, whoa, this is really good. High quality meat, because the rules about meat there, like, they have to conform to a much higher standard. If you look at the ingredients list in Europe, it's half the size. Oh yeah, I bet. If y'all don't drink that much fizzy drink, it explains your teeth. She's on fire today. The quality in the USA is terrible. The FDA is a joke. The ingredient list in USA food compared to other countries is insane. Yeah, that's what we were just saying. We drink fizzy drinks nonstop. They're huge. I was just told that like soda is not as popular there as it is here. Maybe I'm wrong. If you look at the ingredient, we read that I would call lies. Soda is so popular and fast food is very bad. Oh, okay. I don't know. This is somebody who lives in England, so I assume they know what they're talking about. But produce in USA is tasteless, though. You mean like it has bad taste in art or something? In some countries, soda is safer to drink than water. Oh yeah? Just because there's so much preservatives in it. You do have better controls of additives and stuff. That's why Mountain Dew wasn't in the UK, because one of the colorings is banned. Oh yeah. It's like that in Canada too, actually. I think there's a lot of those things that are just straight up banned, so you can't even get a lot of American products in Canada, apparently. Probably safer to drink Pepsi than the water in India. Pepsi's not gonna try to scam me either. If you're drinking Mountain Dew, you've chosen your path in life. You damn right, I'm a gamer. Well, you guys aren't gamers? mean, it's like actually like a part-time job to scam people in India, right? Like, how crazy is that? The fucking like police don't even care. I once tried an energy drink on Amazon and was told one of the additives was illegal in Canada and the package had to go back. Yeah. I only found out about that recently because I was looking at these meal plans and they said they cannot ship to Canada because of the food that's in it. New transmog set in in-game store looks pretty cool. Oh, is there one that just came out right now? I've read colorectal cancers are on the rise in younger people, but I think it's a little sensationalist, but small wonder considering what they're putting in their bodies every single day. Like memes? Is that what you mean, like memes? They're causing cancer, I guess. They've always talked about cancer as a meme, so they might as well also potentially have it, I guess. A few minutes ago, gotcha. Okay, cool, first step. Where's that? I can't. Where's that guy right now? He's so far away.
3, 2, 1. Beware.
Shit posting is killing us. Yep, that's what I was thinking.
4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
I wonder if Panera energy drink is banned in Canada. Kills 2 people here. Killed 2 people here. Panera. I just had Panera the other night. They have an energy drink? I didn't even realize that. Some sort of charged lemonade, huh? And Eric killed them for not drinking it fast enough. Wait, really?
3, 2, 1.
Cheat death there. They were stoned to death in the parking lot. What the fuck?
Beware.
They just throw like loaves of the French bread at their head until they died, I guess. Must have charged them a lot for it, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. 3, 2.
Stale baguettes have high top end damage. Yep, I agree. The drink killed them due to the high amount of caffeine in it. They drank like a normal drink, getting refills thinking it was similar to regular lemonade. Huh. I've not heard that. It's fine. Yeah, we're talking about Panera apparently. Yeah.
Beware. We get to the root. 3, 2.
I legit had Panera 2 days ago. The one that I tried to get was one out of Poker Pro Phil Helmuth and called Bien Fuel. No, that's not brain fuel. No, that's not a misspell. The drink didn't kill them. Their irresponsibility did. Yeah, but that's not how legal systems work, unfortunately.
An empty threat. You hold no sway.
There's reasons there's limitations on things that are supposed to be drinkable, you know? I'd say the same thing about alcohol, but it doesn't stop people from having all kinds of legal issues. If you want to check it out later, just Google Panera charged lemonade. Okay. It may. There's a reason they list caffeine content on all over the cans. Yep. It had 390 milligrams of caffeine. I just can't believe, like, what's the point of Panera selling something like that? It doesn't even make sense. Their whole brand is about, like, the opposite of that, I feel like. Caffeine goes under the radar as something that is actually terrible for you. Oh, really? It's because it's like usually associated with things like coffee that can be good for you, right? $80 milligrams is an average cup of coffee. Most energy drinks are around 140. Yeah, that's pretty wild. They sell coffee and tea with caffeine too. Well, no, I know that, but that's not an energy drink, right? People's breath always stinks after having an energy drink, like so bad. Oh, really? The first person who died had a heart condition. The second developed a developmental disorder. Sad accidents. Yeah. Probably a little bit more than just a drink and play either way. So you can't get that anymore, I guess, right? That's not being sold anymore. Did anybody actually have it? Like, did it taste good? Guess we're gonna finish it at least. Good for me. Still get a few points on the weekly score from finishing it. Caffeine is fine as long as you drink it in moderation, just like everything else. Just like motor oil and bleach. Yep, I totally agree. No, I'm just kidding. Those things you can't drink even in moderation. Non-alcoholic Four Loko. Oh god, do you remember Four Loko? Is that still around? And Balls too. You remember Balls? I feel like those are maybe around us only. I don't know if they're national brands. Tank Roll seems more relaxed in Mythic Plus. Is like that or just your playstyle? Definitely not like that now. Constantly have to deal with backseating and people arguing with you. Balls was great. Yeah, I remember that. I got completely off caffeine, but now I rebounded hard. I need to get off it again. Oh, yeah? Damn. I don't really ever drink anything that's not water, so I don't know. Dude, they had Balls energy drink at the Net Cafe in 2004. We would play CS 1.6 all night drinking Balls. I used to love those. Four Loko, I drank 2 cans and I don't remember anything. Then that dude died and they changed the formula. Really? Wait, was it like it was alcohol with a lot of caffeine in it? Is that what Four Loko was? I don't even remember. I like caffeine. It helps me exercise, which makes me healthier. Yeah, no, you're right. That's a good way to look at it. That's the good thing about, like, you know, you can take like all kinds of different, like, you know, people could say like stimulants, you know, you could die from stimulants, but obviously if they're actually helping you be a better version of yourself, then they can be productive. Pug DPS, hey tank, what's the route? Me, second, start to the right, and straight on till morning. I should say that. Link a Google Maps. I'll link a Google Maps thing. That'd be pretty fun. And then like a government official or something died from drinking it, and they had to change the formula. Oh, that's always how it goes, huh? I like those male enhancement pills from gas stations. They help me exercise. Are you John Jones, bro? Oh shit, he's in the chat. Johnny Bones. You gonna ever fight again or no? Just making up injuries. Jared has creative comments. I like that. Well, he's also the fucking genius who created the weekly score system on my spreadsheet. So yeah, he's got the large brain. My go-to pre-workout used to be crack cocaine. Oh yeah. Did that actually help you, or if I queue into your key, is that frowned upon? No, not at all. You can queue into you as well if you want. I don't ever do my own key, so it's like not up to me at the end of the day. Okay, so this is actually the first time I've been to this part of the dungeon without, like, where are these bats? Oh, I see, they're down there. Very interesting. Okay, cool. I had no idea that's where they were. Someday we will do that. Probably next time we do the dungeon, we'll start learning the new route. Then I do bike rides, carrying a fridge on each shoulder. Really? What the hell? That's gonna tear up your shoulders, dude. You'll have some problems in late in life, I feel like. Doing those bats with Weirdstone was interesting. Didn't even know Weirdstone existed until then. Yeah, it's only Og, or does every... I don't even know who has that. As someone who works on refrigerators, I do not believe you. Oh, you think he's joking maybe or lying? It's only Og who has it. Okay. Maybe a mini fridge. Could be like the smallest of fridges, yeah. It could be a picture of the refrigerator. The guy, what was that guy's name? Mike Perry or whatever.
3, 2, 1.
Is it Matt Perry? Maybe. Oh no, that's the guy who died recently, yeah. The little chest on the timer moves when the number changes. Never noticed that before. Like it's a typed character next to the number. Oh yeah, you're right. That's funny. I never noticed that either, actually. Took me a very long time to know that that was a chest as well. It doesn't look like a chest at first glance. It would be kind of funny if someone leaves now and they say it won't be in time. That would not be funny, but it would be, I guess, ironic. Just look up crackhead carrying fridge on bike. It's me. Really? Alright, after this, remind me. What you got? You got like arrested or something? Is that what happened? Made the papers, as they say. Oh, I didn't even know you can have multiple stacks of this from one mob. How is it not killing me? Just doesn't really do that much damage, I guess, on Tyrannical. William Perry, is that the guy? Steve Perry. Mike Perry? Dodge and Perry? How is it not killing me? It's trying its best. I just can't imagine how I die to that all the time on... Like, if there's 2 stacks on me, I just get annihilated on 4 or 5 by the Tyrannical. I'm out of combat, can't even death strike, and it's like not even remotely dangerous. How many parries are there? A lot. There's also Citronos, who I haven't seen in a long time. His name's actual Perry. Then you got Perry as the first name, right? Yeah, Perry the Platypus, yep. Tyler Perry, yep.
You wish to die. So be it.
Rip Matt Perry. Yeah, he died, yeah. Unfortified, it will kill you until you die. It will kill you until you die from it, yep. How's your parry chance? Yeah, it's high. Rasp Perry? That's something else, dude. What the fuck? William the Refrigerator Perry. That's how this all started, cop.
I will fracture your feeble mind.
Harry down. Boogie down. Mage just lost Cotter to the first mechanic. Cotter dies. That was a clever name, right? I like that name. Yeah, Phil's dead too. Also dead. That's how I got my nickname in high school on the football team. They call me the Deep Freeze. Oh yeah? It's a good nickname. Did that bother you, or did you like that nickname? I feel like getting a unique nickname like that in high school can, like, it should be a good thing, but a lot of people take it as a negative thing. I probably told the story before, but we had this kid in high school. Everybody called him Hot Dog, and it was because my best friend at the time, his name was Herzog. His last name was Herzog. And this is the same guy who I told the story about yesterday about thinking the guy's name was White Power instead of Dwight Howard. I don't know if he was like deaf or whatever, but anyway, he did this a lot. And he goes, "Why do they call him Hot Dog?" when we said his name was Herzog. And it literally just stuck ever since. And he like absolutely hated that nickname. Like at one point he like punched me because I kept calling him that. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. You have like the most badass nickname out of anybody I've ever met and you hate it. Like, come the fuck on, dude. How, it's not even an insult. Like, It's not like we were calling him that because he's fat or something. It's like it's an amazingly organic nickname, and you fucking hate it. Like, what the hell? I got the nickname Geg in high school, and it stuck. Oh, really? That's interesting. Is that based on your last name or something? I have my high school buddy nickname. A nickname. Now he uses it as his custom license plate. Yeah, dude. I feel like it's badass. I wish I had a nickname. I tried to force a nickname so heavily when I played basketball, man. It just never happened. I'm related to some Herzogs up here. Oh yeah, maybe it's the same guy. Does he live in Pennsylvania? What was it? OMG. Swish. Terrible name. It's like, ugh. Saying it out loud was terrible. We all had like basketball nicknames because of N1. I was like a shooter, you know. Reminds me of the Seinfeld episode where George tried to force the nickname. I don't think I've ever seen it. Richard Lewis died though. I gotta watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. I wonder if they'll do a thing. Metro Swish, gotta be a WoW tune now. Can't hit by that. Metro is kind of a nickname, yeah, no doubt. And that one kind of came naturally. I don't even think we can do this. It's such a hard thing to do. I if we're gonna lose Cheetah. Oh, right now with the fucking effects. Recent Curb has been good. Yeah, I watched the last 2 episodes. They're really good. Metro is much better than Swish. Glad that one scored. Yeah, no doubt. My school nickname was Tobias, and my name is not even close to being similar to that. Is it because of like something that makes you look like somebody who would be called Tobias? My shaman's name in Classic was Faxanadu. People called me Faxy for short. Yeah, that's how Metro started. Metrosexual was the name of the character. I always got called Mongo as a play on my last name and in homage to the Goonies character because of my size. Oh, cool. We got a lot of Herzogs down here in southeastern Pennsylvania. I mean, it's probably a very common nickname or common last name, to be honest. I played center, so the joke was I put the deep freeze on run defenses. You couldn't imagine not wanting to be called Hot Dog. No, I couldn't. It's such a, like I said, it's like a legitimate, such an organically developed nickname too. Like the story behind it is awesome on top of it. It's not even like, I don't know, it's just such a great name. Faxanadu, wasn't that an NES game? I'm certain I played it and enjoyed it. Yep, that's where I got it from. Nice. Good centers are so underappreciated, especially in the NBA. I've never had a good nickname and actually absolutely hate my IRL name.
3, 2,
What do you guys think is like the most unattractive male name? We had this conversation with some chicks that I was around in Wilkes when I was in college. Everybody agreed the most unattractive male name is Keith. It was like literally like a vote, and the number one was Keith. There's a fan remake of Faxanadu. Oh yeah. It has to be Bob. Really? I feel like that just because Family Guy said that. Said what? Jacob is the name I hate. What just happened? Turned into a raid group for some reason.
3, 2, 1.
Wait, did somebody actually leave? What happened? Oh, some guy joined or something? Is that what just happened? I'm really confused what's going on right now. According to Google, it's James followed by Bob. Wait, what did you Google? Family Guy made a joke that Keith is the worst male name. Oh, really? Wait, when? Because this was like 2007 that this got brought up. That's kind of funny. Maybe it was after that though. Obviously, Family Guy's been around forever. To be honest, the names I hate most are people I know IRL who are called that, who I don't like. I see, yeah. YouTube the Family Guy clip. If I can remember, I got a lot of things to do after the stream apparently. Gotta look up Charged Lemonade, I gotta look up YouTube Revanced, and I gotta look up Family Guy shit. I've met so many terrible Davids. Oh really? The short version of Richard. Zacharias are just Monk-Oz. I've known so many great Davids, so I guess it balances it out. Maybe. That David guy beat that Goliath guy or whatever. That's the only one I know, really. Darren is not a very nice name, IMO. Oh, no. I gently second Zach. Gently second. That's a really funny way to say it.
3, 2, 1.
The Goliath gets unfairly remembered. I totally agree, but that's a great example of, you know, history is written by the victors, right? Like, if the Goliath won there, you would have a whole different story. Say like some puny ass fucking guy just came up and hit me with a bow and that was it, or whatever. He's got like a slingshot or some bullshit. Who even fucking uses a slingshot? I don't even know. Listen to the names, hoping mine doesn't come up. Yeah, I mean, if it's something that was in the Bible, you're probably not on the list.
3, 2, 1.
All the Bond actors' names seem to be pretty good. Sean, Roger. Yeah, there's some good Bond names, you're right. Mine's way too close to Keith. Now I'm super depressed. Is it Kiev? Kiev? Or is it Bleeth? Is it Bleeth? Is your name Bleeth? I've only known one and he's awful. That's a city under siege, yep. It's Queef. It's Kevin. Oh, Kevin's great. It's a great name. Same name as OMC, right? Alright, this evoker blew so bad, it's crazy. I guess you guys are right about the spec. Although I don't understand what he's dying to at this point. There was a kill tack boy in my Spanish class growing up. Oh, really? Donald is kind of a ridiculous name, especially in the Dark Legacy comics. You guys ever read those? They're really funny. Donovan is way better than Donald. Yep, especially Landon Donovan. Warrior, use spell reflect. So the guy who died twice to that. Kevin is awesome. Lots of good actors named Kevin. Kevin Pollock, Kevin Conroy. This the Kevin Bacon guy too, right? That's why they put me in a full Spanish class. I have no idea why they put me in a full Spanish class. I have no idea. I'm English. Was it just to learn the language, or? Kevin Garnett, KG. Yep. Don't know, it was all Spanish. Oh, like it wasn't even a class to teach you Spanish. It was just everybody in there was speaking Spanish to each other and you were not part of it. We all forgot the modern farmhouse name. What is that? Like being in a rag key. Kevin Dunn. That's the guy from The Office, right? This is where the past 3 streams I tune in has been an evoker just fucking dying. We haven't seen too many of them, but yeah, the last few that we've had have not been good. I'm not sure what this warrior is saying. You can spell reflect the Nightmare Bolt and not get silenced. I don't know what he's saying either. I don't know if he knows.
3,
Kevin is a good name
2,
until you get to Germany.
1.
That name is such a meme here. Wait, why? Apparently, all recorded women born in the U.S. between 1980 and 1990, like 40% of them were named Jennifer. Really? It's because of Jennifer Aniston? Screw Germany. Whoa. There, I said it. Yeah, you're not the only one who said it. So did the United Nations. It means naughty boy in Germany. Oh, shit. Like sex thing, or... Kevin's chili opener on The Office is one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and no one appreciates it like I do. I've never watched The Office at all. But I met a lot of people over the years who are like, oh my god, you're from Scranton?
3.
Yep,
2,
you want me to sign something?
1.
Sign my ass? What the hell? It's too small. Me either. Never have any desire to watch either version of The Office. Yeah, but you don't like Game of Thrones. It's very heavily memed moment. The application is there for sure. The Office is fine. I mean, it has funny moments, but I don't get people who make it their online personality.
3,
Laugh Maffeo.
2, 1.
Why? Who does that? Yeah, but you don't like The Witcher. Dude, The Witcher is bad. It's like got terrible reviews. House of the Dragon is due a new season soon, surely. Yeah, it's coming out. This people are thinking June. Yeah, people are saying June. I think it's when he tries to scoop up gallons of chili with a piece of paper. That gets me. Yeah, no doubt. I never watched it. By the end, I didn't really like Game of Thrones either. The ending was not great, obviously, but still very, very good. Still better than any other show I watched. Like, I'd still take season 7 and 8 of Game of Thrones over any other fantasy show. Halo has been terrible as well. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the live action Avatar? No. How is it? Did you watch it, Size? I like the episode where Steve Carell pretends he went to jail. Oh, really? There's too little nudity in Game of Thrones? Oh, yeah. Not enough fantasy shows in general. There's not that many, I guess. You're right. Do you want to maybe release then? Dude, I literally got sick of seeing the red-haired lady's boobs in Game of Thrones.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry to hear that. Apparently they're doing Harry Potter again. Are they? Because I know everybody hates J.K. Rowling now. Certain episodes are really good, but many episodes butcher the flow of the story. For what show? The Office? Or are you talking about the Avatar show, aren't you? The problem is too little respect for the source material when they adapt fantasy books, so the shows die quickly. At least Game of Thrones was supposedly pretty good about that. Yeah, the beginning of like the first 5 seasons, it was great. But then there's no source material. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, everybody blames the people who made the show for that, and I get it. They obviously made it, but like nobody seems to blame George Martin. Like, he literally started the fucking show, and I'm sure the people who started the show with him thought, okay, well, by the time the show's done, his books will be done. And he just never made another book the whole fucking duration of the show. They're doing Harry Potter series on HBO. Oh, really? The Office show is good, but the manga was even better. Oh, there's manga for that? Really? The books are never going to be finished. I agree. It doesn't seem like he will finish them. I don't even think he's working on them. There's 2 books still. He hasn't finished the 7th book, or whatever. It's the 5th book, whatever it is. There's only 8 seasons, but there's not 8 books, I don't think, right? But now we have 2 new series. House of Dragon's a fucking masterpiece. I can't wait for season 2 of that. And then they've announced that the Dunk and Egg story, which Harry did not get the part for, unfortunately, is going to be shot and filmed and ready for next year. So there's going to be probably alternating for the rest of the time now, I assume. I thought they approached Martin to create the show. Yeah, either way. I'm just saying, like, when it was all agreed upon, it was probably assumed that the books would be finished. You know, like, the source material would be there. But it didn't exist. It's just the dude just stopped fucking writing. Dunk and Egg is a great read. I think it's the best story in the universe. The Dunk and Egg is my favorite story in the universe. Well, they pitched him, like, if you ever heard the story, They like a million people were pitching him, and he would ask them all questions about the plot to see if they can figure out the story on their own. And Dan and Dave were the only two to guess accurately that Jon is Rhaegar Targaryen or whatever son. I love the King Killer Chronicles. Oh really? Is that like a Wrath of Lich King fan book or something? I want to see Harry on TV. Did you hear about that, Cop? Did I tell you about that? They were having an open casting call for any tall English male because they could not find the right person for this character. Supposed to be very, very tall, and not a lot of tall actors out there that are actually skilled or not. Either they're like already really famous or they're just not known. Alright, I don't think we can even kill this boss with this guy.
3, 2, 1.
In another story, imagine Harry Potter and Game of Thrones together in harmony. It's another story, gotcha. But yeah, so he like signed up for the show, but they didn't pick him. We're still waiting to hear if he got it. Yeah, obviously he didn't get it. I mean, it's like fucking 4 months later. Dragon's apparently not scary.
You never stood a chance. Don't act surprised. None may challenge me.
On up to the first hour of the key here. And keep throwing our heads at it, I guess. Fine by me. But I do not know if we can kill this boss with this. What the fuck is this? I just noticed this guy's 2100. What? Is this somebody in the key? Is this somebody in the scream or something like that? This key? What's his eye level? $477 only. Do they share a guild? They don't even share a realm. Does he have a main higher than 2100? Not linked. Maybe he's paying them. This ain't gonna be it. You keep fucking aggroing whelps too. This is every time we run back, he aggroes a whelp. Anyone know about Malazan? That would be epic on screen. Is that a series, like a book series as well? This is the key that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Metro started pugging it not knowing how long it was, and it kept running forever just because. How long do you have to be waiting for a healer to take a 2100 player? I don't know, because we were in the middle of like a serious conversation. I think this like is organically formed, because I remember we were waiting for like 10 minutes and the guy's like, I don't think anybody's going to join because of my IO. This guy's only 2981. It's a carry run, August 2100, and shares a guild with Evo. Oh, this guy. This has got it. Is this somebody from the stream? He's been in 3 straight keys of ours. He's got to be somebody from the stream. Imagine boosting a healer without actually bringing a healer. They have a main of a disc priest at 3140. Oh, okay. Not linked on the app, I guess.
You will waste away slowly, painfully.
Like, I feel like if Feed on the week goes on the Evoker, then he's just dead, though. So hopefully we just got a little lucky here. We almost killed it a couple pulls ago, so we do have 1 battle res now. Forget it, we now have no battle reses. It shows up on the website. He also amusingly has an untimed 20 as his highest fort rise, even on his priest. Wait, what? It's weird. Just one of those guys who like refuse to do a certain key. This healer about to get actual rating from this. I'm about to get weekly rating from it. Based on how the sheet works, I can't tell how far over time we are, so we still get score from this. As long as we actually finish it. I can't believe that for Rise. Pugging Rise is a pretty fun gamble. Most of the runs never make it past. I can believe that. Yeah, no doubt. Rise is a mess. Amusing. The healer can even survive the boss. He didn't even get targeted once there, so that helps. But yeah, like straight up, if he gets targeted with the mechanic, he doesn't live through it. He's a Kevin. Kevin Arnold from the Wonder Years. Oh, Kevin Arnold, another one, yeah. Okay, got it. Can he live? With Lust, it's enough. Boss is getting fucking hammered. Let's pot. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Okay, that guy's dead instantly. Just almost immediately killed. That's the 3600 player. Growing paranoia on the Drax. Clean Rise run literally feels like Cosmic Alignment. Oh, really? I feel like Rise is a lot easier now. The timer is a lot more loose. We just upgraded at 25 earlier and it was not even really that clean. Had like a minute left. Come on, burn it, 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 don't die, mage. You have alter time. Oh my god, use the goddamn spells you have in your kits. They're dead, Jim. Who is that? Jim Reynolds? Who is that? I never understood that reference. Star Trek? Oh, really? 12 million? We just need the effects to be handled, and that's all that's really needed. That ain't gonna happen with just me. I think most of the problems I see in Rise are mechanics based. That's right, yeah. Pretty much how Alki's gonna. Bad baiting, letting orbs through, standing in the tank frontal. Mind you, I'm only in the 22 range. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how Alki's go, though. I don't know, I think it's just Morchi that scares me now. If I can get DPS to not pop their traps immediately, it seems pretty safe to time Rise. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Morchi's definitely the one that's the hardest now. I think the mage flamed the Og for running off them, so maybe they couldn't alter. Yeah, I don't know. Tank should ideally face tank clone on Morchi and CC one other. Let the remainders through. I tried that in the beginning of the season, and people were not happy with that. Look at healing done. Blood DK really is the best healer. Yep. The group is determined. Yeah, I mean, I respect that at least. That's what sucks about Triangle, though. Like, we literally... Yeah, okay, I guess not. I don't think I can try again. Sorry. After fucking an hour in the key suite. I admire the tenacity of your group until there was no tenacity. A merciful ending. Tank was ass. Damn. Huh? What? Sounds good. All right. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I double the timer of the key. I'm not going to hate on someone for leaving. Yeah, no, I don't blame him. I mean, Morchi was minimal need for defensives outside of trap. So if group just uses defensives on traps, the mechanic is fine, in my experience at least. Yeah, but the traps sometimes get really random. It's hard to make sure they are broken at the correct time. Dick comment into ignore. Yeah, I don't. This game's in a weird state. I assume that those people are from the stream, and it was just a joke though, because of that dude who got fucking hammered by the boss every time he got hit by the mechanic and his fucking 2100 on his alt, saying I'm bad, then he's a fucking retard. But I assume it's a joke, so we'll play it off like it's a joke. I'm surprised it wasn't a GG with the bears at the first boss. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. Forgot that that even happened. Okay, we got warrior, no, that's not evoker. That was the healer. Warrior, mage, and hunter. Wait, what? We didn't have a hunter. Demon hunter. Other hunter. Well, unfortunately, we did not get score for that. That was one that we really did need this week. I think we don't even have... Oh no, it says 24. I thought it was 24, not even in time, but it's 24 upgrade, so... Okay. Just Geg. Scrounging around looking for members. We do need 26s still, so we'll sign up to that. Metal, I think I actually have one. No, was it Blackrook the 26 that we have? Yeah, Blackrook's the 26. So Tall 26 would also be one that we need, and then otherwise it's Everbloom and DHT are the ones that we still need for today. What's that transmog sword called again? It is not a sword, but it is a polearm. It is called Captain Lancer's. Well, that's not, I always say that, but it's called Dragonbane Lance. It's from Captain Lancer. Godspeed. Yeah, we're gonna need it. We got 3,200 though this week. That's pretty good. Pretty satisfied with that.
I have many lucky dudes.
Oh, we had a shot at getting maybe to 33, but not in the cards, it looks like. It is 2 o'clock. I'll probably get off. All right, well, we'll definitely do one more. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll do 2 more, but I want to get outside and get some exercise, even though it's really cold out. I need to do it. Oh, it's actually, is it really 50 out? What the hell? I guess it's supposed to be warmer today. That was yesterday. It was supposed to be really cold. Yeah, today's warmer. Okay, yeah, definitely gonna end a little earlier and get some exercise outside. Winter golf, I wish. I really do. I don't know. I gotta go up and see. I don't know if you heard, but I think the golf course I go to all the time is closing. So I'm a little worried about that. All right, this is the Everbloom University. No Evo, goated run. Yeah, I heard you. I figured you would want to get as much in as possible. No, it's like not open right now. That's why I think it's closing. Because like I'd expect it to be open and not to have changed their voicemail to something about realty. Like in the past, in the winter, if you called, they would be like, we are monitoring snow melts daily and looking for the earliest possible availability to be open. This year we got like almost no snow. Although to be fair, it did snow Monday morning when I went up there. Where it is. It's a lot higher elevation than where I live, so they did get snow Monday morning, but I don't know if that would be a reason for them to not be open. I'm fueling up with a banana and agua right now. Oh, cool. I love how the perception of Evoker changed across the season. Well, I mean, the tuning of it also changed. That's why it changed. I think you can dragon ride here now. That's correct, yep. You can dragon ride everywhere. Oh, that sucks. We're finally getting into winter up here. Snow and below freezing temperatures. In March? What? I know you always say that you used to get snow into May and June, but probably not gonna last, right? Surely March is when start to get a little bit nicer in Canada. The only good thing is, though, they're apparently putting like a massive indoor simulator and thing in Avoca, where I live, like somewhat close. So if they do that, then at least next winter I won't have to worry about it. But for the next, yeah, I don't know. I just really want to be able to walk and play golf, but it's really hard to do that around here. That was the only place I felt comfortable doing it. It was something like 55 in your degrees the day before the charity stream, and now it's negative 15. You live in Boca? No, Avoca is the name of the town I was just talking about. Mage saying they'll solo revitalize. Doesn't it cast more often than their kick? I don't think so. It's like a 45-second spell, isn't it?
3, 2, 1.
We're supposed to be below freezing at least the next couple weeks. So yeah. Oh, cool. I know you like the winter. It casts twice within 30 seconds. Revitalize? Really? I didn't know that. Mage kick is 18 seconds on a successful interrupt. Oh yeah, I forgot they got talents for it now, right? The old Shadowlands glyph, or whatever they call those things. What were those things called? The tree for your followers? Trait, I guess. It was just trait, right? Conduits, that's it. We didn't even lose a cheat death there, so we can just pull everything here. I just play Paladin, so I don't even need to think about interrupts. Sloppy start. Divine Toll auto kick is slept on. Is it? I feel like it's not. I feel like everybody's very aware of how powerful it is. It's just not Demon Hunter. Did we actually get a freedom, or did it just because it's, yeah, we got Tigers less too. Well, that pack is easy. Used to belong to the West Side Social Club in the McAlpine, on McAlpine in Avoca before I moved to Scranton. Missed that place. Lots of wise old timers there. Oh, cool. West Side Social Club, yeah. Social clubs are like not really a thing anymore, I feel like, huh? Vengeance sigils also 100% can interrupt CC immune targets. They just are bad and don't. Do you think low DPS is the common reason for key bricks, or is it more mechanics? Definitely mechanics, yeah. DPS is not really that big of a factor at all this season. Pretty much like 6 out of the 8 timers have no real, like, they're not really even that tight at all. You could have like multiple wipes in some keys and still upgrade it.
No, he will awaken.
Definitely mechanics in the low keys. DPS could auto attack in keys. Wand damage from start to finish. I'd love to see that. I have these like crazy ideas in my head that I'd love to see like Mythic Plus challenge runs be like a serious thing. Like, I'd love to see a group of players only go with 4 players and see how high score they can actually get. Something like that. Mechanics, IMO. DPS is only relevant when you get certain high tyrannical bosses. Yeah.
We are all doomed. We have not yet purified the water.
Hey Dragoon, what's up buddy? Welcome back. How the hell are you? Good, finally weekend, free evening for keys. Sweet man. Have fun, have a good dinner if you're going out. I guess even if you're not going out, you should have fun regardless. It's obviously everybody should want to have fun in their life. I quite like balanced DPS as a druid. Oh really? Or balanced druid as a DPS. They're really seen, like we don't see a ton of them. I don't feel like they're that great though. Having dinner right now as I watch. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this could be a good key. We'll see how it goes. Destroying the beginning of it, but obviously this next part is what's hard. We actually have 5 interrupts, and we already have people talking about their coordination of the interrupts, so this should be a much better key than last time we did this. If you pull around a... if you pull... Yeah, I thought... anyway, if you pull around a balanced druid, everyone wins, do they? That's somebody in our guild. I was like, is that really the same guy? Balance was unrivaled as uncapped IMO. Has like unrivaled uncapped. Got it. Cracked AoE for high keys with giant pulls don't really seem vital in most dungeons. Right? I like seeing druids of any flavor in keys. Give me that yummy verse buff. Oh yeah. Oh man, my leg's really itchy all of a sudden. Plus, big pulls on 3-minute timer and I win. 3 to 5, it's just so hard to ramp. Oh yeah. Maybe you have chilblains. Now it's like my knee is like really itchy. I have no idea why. And it's really hard to itch it right now. Why do you think the disparity exists, Metro? So Monk and Shaman haven't seen any of their hero specs and DK only one. Just like the order in which they design it is all. Aflock actually slams if the pulls are big enough. Less punishing than Bombkin 2. Slightly less ramp. Maybe a good alternative for some people. Oh yeah? Isn't that the worst DPS spec in the game right now? You won't see it in the MDI, but it's more than viable for the content most people are doing. Really not as bad as the rankings might suggest. You're probably right about that for sure. I just like every time I see one, it's just it is pretty bad to be honest. I don't know, based on some of the Paladin ones, I think Monk's dodging a bullet by not being in the early iterations. Yeah, it's a kiss and a curse. Like, if they slam dunk it like fucking Sandland DK and get it like perfect the first time, then yeah, we're good. But if you do like Lightsmith and everybody hates it, then you end up with trouble, right? Boomy is the best DPS in high keys. Oh yeah, like what, theoretically you mean? I just don't really see very many of them. Lightsmith looks miserable. I like the concept of it, but yeah, it doesn't really look like it'd be that fun. So it seems like it's too actively buffing, and I don't think that's conducive to Paladin. I like a long-term buff. Let's give a nice little blessing. I mean, like high keys and stuff where things live a while. Gotcha. Doesn't Destro do what Bomby does, but better? No, they can't summon chickens. Chrono Warden for Evokers look dope. I really want to check out the Evoker ones, actually. I need to spend some time and do it. And maining AF, all of us. I think I'll just wait until the alpha's out, huh? Yeah, what the fuck am I thinking? Wait until it's playable. Maining AF all of Season 3 has lovely playstyle, nice 30-second burst window, but it's still underwhelming. Yes, like, we played with that Affliction Warlock a couple weeks ago, and he was like 100k lower than the other guys in the group. He did damage, but it was like not very good overall damage. Go back to the days of 5-minute blessing buffs. I mean, I do like Paladins in Classic, honestly, so. I think it wouldn't be the worst thing to have buffs back as a Paladin, but not like that. They're too active. Those things are going to be a pain in the ass to play around. As a melee, especially. Five-minute rock biter on my Sod Shaman gives me hemorrhoids. Oh shit. It's probably fine with good gameplay. You can cover Shield of the Righteous with baseline haste. Just with low haste, you'll probably pop it right after Divine Toll, since that's basically guaranteed max Ho Pow. Ho Pow, that sounds like Chinese food. Could I get the Ho Pow and Kevin Garnett, please? If Seals and Judgments come back, I'd dust off the rat. Yeah, no doubt. I'd really like to see a... When did my... Oh my god. Look what just got said. Mage's hedging the key doesn't get times. No, but did you see what got said? That Ho Pow is great with the duck sauce. No, I want you. No, actually, I really want Thai food, man. Ho Pow is just funnier to say than Holy Power. Funner to say, oh yeah. I really wish they put the Venthyr in the Druid tree instead of the Maldraxxus one. Yeah, but it was too powerful, dude. It literally, like, broke fucking Bear Druid. Like, they had to pretty much... I mean, like, yeah, that couldn't stay in the game. Ah, we got Shroud.
The forest closes in around me. Run away, little girl. Run away, little girl. Run away.
3, 2, 1.
Just caught up on your hour-long DHC from earlier. That was wild. Yeah, I'm still very confused. I'm pretty sure those guys are in the stream or something. I don't know. I don't know why people won't just say they're in the stream. I don't know. Obviously don't mind it. I appreciate the help. Think you're gonna get alpha access? Probably not in the first wave, no. There was somebody, I gotta like dig through my DMs. There was somebody who hooked me up last time. I gotta message him and be like, hey, welcome back.
Run away, little girl.
3, 2, 1.
But yeah, pretty much. I used to have like 6 different contacts at Blizzard, and every single one of them has now been fired. Even the one guy who worked there for like 20 years got fired just recently. I got alpha for Dragonflight. I don't know why, and I don't know anyone. Yeah, I mean, it's just obviously they invite some. Well, I'm talking about wave 1. Like, pretty much, I'm definitely going to get in eventually because I have a fucking 20-year account. I always get in within the first, like, 3 weeks of it. But if you're not in wave 1, like, yeah, if I'm in wave 1, that's, like, so important as an influencer. Because everybody's going to want to watch it, you know? I wasn't in wave 1. Whoa, really? Yeah. Probably because you're a genius and they're, like, trying to figure out how you can make Excel spreadsheet things for them. Do you think the hidden aspect of the patches they are so hyped about won't extend to the alpha and beta cycle? That's a good way to think about it. You might be right. Maybe they aren't even going to do an alpha. Because like in the past, they used to not even do an alpha. Like alpha was like a closed test. May actually be right. I better get in wave 1. I pre-ordered it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's like a guaranteed invite again, right? I forgot they're doing that again.
3, 2, 1.
Everbloom is a pretty dungeon. I like green, so I like Everbloom, yeah. This would be a great golf course. Everbloom Country Club. I'd like to see what it looked like.
Water brings life.
A lot of natural hazards here. Yeah, the trees are a huge problem. Especially if your ball gets stuck in the tree house thing. That'd be terrible. What's the ruling here? I had a dream once I went to a golf course that was the Dota 2 map. Oh, that sounds like a great dream. What par would be removed? What par would the removed optional boss be? That's a short hole, so it'd be short. Par 3. -1 stroke if you play through the house. Yeah, it's definitely a 1 stroke penalty, 100%. And there goes the key again to the fix. This is definitely the hardest to fix in the game. Everybody wants to talk about bolstering, but like you're gonna wipe way more of this fix than any other fix. Because if this goes off, it's pretty much a guaranteed wipe. It's so hard to continue playing your character with that debuff on you. Or a guaranteed death, I guess, at least. Not always a wipe, but... Incorporeal is so boring, but it's so dangerous. I despise Incorporeal. Well, sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't make it. It's because people are tunneling, I know. But you can tunnel on every affix, and this is the only one that punishes you this severely. Shit, guys, I forgot to interrupt the mage on the back 9. I don't think I'm making it home tonight. New expansion for WoW will have a golf quest. Really? Where'd you hear that? I was running a casual 20 Rise and Pally and Evoker. Neither had Incorporeal CC talented. Oh god. You also can't solo save with Incorporeal. Yeah, that's really the biggest issue. It really handcuffs me. The thing I hate about the affix is that it can spawn way in the back of the boss area. It can be a huge issue, I agree. That's a big issue, honestly. Pally tank can't do it without casting. Can't do it without casting. I thought it spawned near players. I don't know. If you can golf with any character from WoW, who would it be? I don't like golfing with people. So nobody. The guy who's got the best membership to a country club that I want to play. Which WoW character can get me on at a prestigious golf course? Rets get insta-cast turn evil, do they? It can spawn in the oddest places, nooks and crannies that sometimes are hard to see for all members of the group. Cop, you can't even figure out how to die in Waycrest and get back to where you were. I don't know if I trust you on that. If I had to guess, Greymane probably has a good golf membership. Yeah, he probably does. Probably lots of good land and Guildmaze. As a druid, I can technically manage both, and that's all I can do. Just juggle hibernate. Oh, yeah. Cop has a great sense of direction. Really? Just use repentance instead of turn evil. I'm glad I'm not the only one who accidentally D&Ds when I get a charge. I do it all the time. I have to like force myself to not do it. It's crazy. That wasn't my fault. I was following the tank. He was the one who went right to the right side into Narnia. Oh yeah, that's funny. Mage can do that too with Polly, but it's awkward. Polly wanna incorporal? That's a funny joke I made, right? You gotta admit. You gotta admit. Pretty good. 14-minute split isn't that bad, is it? No, we're actually still on pacer. Even with that death on that boss. Why repent instead of turn evil? Repentance is when like you feel like you're to blame, and turn evil is when you feel like the enemy is to blame. It's basically cast, hibernate, switch targets, cast again. Oh, you can just like juggle it on and off like that. That's very interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Beware. Beware.
I think we missed a mob.
Beware.
A revival there. That might not have been needed. I use it when I can pseudo CC. It works on the mages and Rise too, the Dragonkin. Oh yeah. Hey Metro, how's it going? Grim, what's up, buddy? Welcome. It's going pretty well. What about you? Hope the group knows their defensives are for the fire casts. We'll see.
3, 2,
Ah, shit. I was like, that was a big play not interrupting that because it was on me. And then I used my interrupt on nothing. I'm sure they'll use defensives. It's a 25 after all. Yeah, a lot of really good players in these keys. This group's actually solid though. Nothing negative to say about them. Ever just randomly plus Shadow Meld and let your teammate die? No. Medi P, I like that, yeah.
beware.
I'm good, thanks. Just chilling as usual. That's a good thing to do, yeah. People don't die to bosses in 25s, not at all. Especially not when you're playing Evoker, nope. I did 99 Heroic Run on alt with 0 of 9 normal progression. Pretty much the same thing had happened to you yesterday, but from the start. Oh, cool. Yeah, I got very lucky to get invited to that. Now maybe it'll be easier to get invited to Heroic since I have the achievement. Although I don't know who even checks, like I really don't. People are gonna sit there inspecting people for a raid that's been out for fucking 16 weeks. I don't know. To be fair, the mage is now solid after he repaired his gear. That's so crazy, dude. At least he didn't craft an heirloom in the middle of the fight. Some do check. It just seems like such a waste of time.
2, 1.
I was 460 on my main when I killed Fire Act for the first time. Oh, nice. Not me. Only accepting people with Garrosh Curve. Oh, really? That's pretty specific. And there goes the one fella. One battle res used. I've joined Hafariac. Pugs and... Okay, that's it. Good. And still get denied, or whisper, do you actually know mechanics? Do you use HVAC? What, for recording? I think so, yeah. Poly burst healing from the mage. Empty to full on the whole group. 350k HPS. What was it? You guys can die. We can maybe still salvage it. Or we're gonna run away.
Surely the cold will make them wither.
Beware.
No, they will take you too. We mustn't give them another host.
Can we use Death's Advance to ignore the pull mechanic? Yes. Mage boss claims another group. I have not wiped this boss in a long time. It's the first time I've seen a wipe on this boss in a long time. The season definitely feels far more accessible than last. Oh yeah, the timers are just so lenient. This boss on Tyrannical actually does less damage too. Oh yeah. Might as well just get the trash started while we wait for these guys.
Flee! The bond! They control us all! Fire! Fire will burn away the contagion!
I would hate this boss less if the area you fought her wasn't covered with random objects. Yeah, you're right about that. Those are probably gonna be an issue here, I guess.
Surely the cold will make them
Beware.
wither. No, they will take you too.
That was unlikely to go well, sadly. What is wrong with the pally? I don't know. The fire spell with the ads gave me anxiety. Yeah, that's pretty sketchy. That would, if we did do that and had no deaths here, we would have upgraded the key though. Yeah, it's still possible, I guess, but I always hear the boss saying, "Burn away the potato." That's definitely not what it's saying.
Beware.
Burn away the contagion.
Kind of does sound like it though. I see why you're saying that.
No, they will take you
Mage is out of mana already. He's not gonna be able to do his DPS. Look, as a paladin main, we don't have responsibility for this rat. Oh, I never thought you did.
Beware.
No, they will take you too.
Legit question, not trying to be a smartass, but why is pulling that trash worth losing both cheat deaths? It needs the time. We need the timer. We're not gonna upgrade the key if we don't. I don't need cheat deaths for anything there either way. Arcane Mage genuinely meant to go a few times. I know, I'm joking. It's not. Alright, we'll do one more. Cheat death is there to be used. If he doesn't pop it on the boss, why not try to squeeze time out by trying a risky pull? Well, another factor in that is I did not expect to need cheat death there. I just didn't play very well when I was gathering them. Okay, monk. But that was like, yeah, if we didn't do the trash for the boss, we were not going to upgrade it. It was going to be very close even with that. I'm gonna change this one. Especially now that I know that was a dude I know. And make the same mistake when gathering those. They can hit you hard. Yeah, they do hit hard. Having 2 incorporeal spawns when you were on your way on your own didn't help. Yeah, that definitely didn't help, but I don't think they actually got the cast out. Alright, last key of the week coming up here. Double upgrade. Okay, good luck with that one. Okay. DHC 25. Start working on this new route now that we've seen the whole thing. So the only change we need to make early is to make sure we get this pack. And then nothing else changes until after the boss. Then we skip this, and then we need to invis pot down here. And then we can also skip this. This is actually way more count than we need. Pushing into the 26 range, I found Yalnu to be the real wall in Everbloom. Getting people to respect the overlap and burn the ad is just tough. Yeah. A lot of monk healers in your group. Yeah, there's just a lot of monks. They're good. They're solid right now. Hopefully not another hour-long key now. Definitely don't want to be on for another hour, but Everbloom was one of the last few 26 I need. Everything after first boss can break a group. Yep. I mean, we still need mostly 26s, so yeah. But that one's definitely a hard one on Tyrannical Week. So we've only actually tried this route once, and we failed the invis, and we actually didn't fail it. It just got aggroed anyway, and we wiped, so. But I do feel like the key is like very hard to upgrade. This timer is pretty tight, so it's gonna be something we need to work on. Tots, the high key I look forward to the least. Cata dungeons are so degenerate. Yeah, they're just awful. Low keys. Everbloom is actually DPS playground. Higher levels, it's nightmare. I was trying to watch one of your videos in bed the other day, but the bitch wife said it was annoying. Is that like a shtick? You've been talking about your wife for like years now. I don't understand. I think Everbloom is classified as one of the hardest keys on Tyrannical. I would go check sub creation, but the website's gone. Let's see what the new one says. What's it called again? Archon? There we go.
Infestation that has claimed it.
Wait, what the hell is this? Different websites for different games. Okay, we don't need that. Everbloom and Rise are always bottom tier. Oh yeah. Any plans on fixing this game on Blizzard's behalf? Well, just wondering why you don't link your invis strat to make sure everyone saves their invis pot for the right time.
Hunt it down and burn it to the
No reason why I don't. I hate the wife and she hates me, so why are you still married to her? Anyway, so let's see. Where can we see this? Here it is. Yeah, Everbloom's last overall. Throne above DHC. That's pretty wild. We have a house to pay for. Oh god. Welcome to America. I see DHC is now bottom. Yeah, how about that?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do you think them adding a range tank to WoW could be interesting? No, it's not even possible, really. The people who say that, like, I don't know, have you fully thought it through? What do you think about the mobs? How are they going to stay at range? Like, how are you going to keep a boss at ranged? Just not going to walk over to you somehow? What's your rating? 3352. Or not. No less on the boss. Guardian and Proc can already do everything they need from range as it is while the mobs move in. You don't need more range tanking than that. That's a good way to put it. He did not say lust. Nope. I should have said it quicker though. It was kind of way too late. He was restarting at that point. Shame on you for thinking the hunter could read. Well, he is from Illidan, to be fair. He probably can't read English. The only thing Prop Pally has as actual melee is the melee. Yeah, you're right. Well, Crusader Strike, but... Wait, no, Crusader... Yeah, that gets removed. Forgot about that. Finally timed this on 25 yesterday. Done with DHT for the week. Nice. This will be my last DHT for the week as well. I really feel like, though, if we just had a Warlock and Bloodlust on the first boss, it would actually be, like, such a much more approachable key. As a dev main, we were always laughing that a Rep Pally has more range than we do. Is that true, though? Any cool plans over the weekend? No. Okay, we need to remember to get this pack.
3, 2, beware.
Which one do we need again? That one. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Probably just get this pack. This pack's probably the better pick. Oh no, it has the cats. Yeah, too late. The other one has cats too, doesn't it? Yeah, it's 2 cats on that one too, so that's the same. Why do you need Warlock? So we could not Invispot here. Hey Metro, you check out the new trading post. Yes. Very good month for purchases. Terrible month for things that you get when you finish it. I'm buying them out and that's all. Oh, really? I mean, I guess if you don't play like characters that use swords and shit, there's a lot of really good weapons. If the amount a lot, it's probably a lot, right? Played log for the first time all season. The pressure I felt on my first DHT to get the gate up correctly was massive. Oh yeah. Well, that's at least something that you can practice. Like you can go into a 0 and just practice the positioning. It's 750 for the mount. Okay, that's a lot. That is a lot. Got those shoulder drapes. Yeah, I really like those actually.
Defilers, I can smell the nightmare in your blood. Be gone from these woods or suffer nature's wrath.
I bought the Quel'Dalar one-handed sword. I want that in the mount only, I think, this month. Yeah, that's fucking Quel'Dalar is so cool, man. Noble sacrifices to the bears. Yep, that's good luck for the run, I think. Most toxic thing you witness in a key. Probably that shaman in season 1 or season 2. The guy who was like, he pulled threat, like he run down the hallway and aggroed mobs basically on his own, and then like just lit me up with racist, or not racist, but like whatever, like super hateful shit. Like if it was my fault, it's like, yeah. That's probably the actual #1 toxic thing ever, yeah, in Vortex Pinnacle. That's the most toxic player I've ever seen. Like, in terms of just like one-off interactions. Obviously, if the guy stayed in the group and continued to talk to me like that, that would have been even worse, but I was gonna get the mage and BFA when you went right. That's just, nah, that's just, I don't look at that as toxic. To me, toxic means you're being very, like, you're insulting the person constantly, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're saying a lot of very nasty things to them. That's what that word means to me. You have a clip of it? Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's in the one of the highest viewed videos on the channel. The name of the video is "This is what 91% disband rate looks like."
3, 2, by tooth and claw, be purged.
It's got like 80k views. That mage was insane. He has a reputation. Read the comments on the video. Yeah, he did it a lot. There's a great comment on that video about him doing it in a raid as well, and they killed the boss without him, so he was locked out to the boss, and then they kicked him, so he couldn't continue the raid that week just to be vengeful towards him. Definitely, if you have not watched the 91% to spam rate video, you go stop watching this bullshit and go watch that. That's one of the most unique videos on the channel. Like, that whole week was a clip. It dozens of clips from that week, basically. That was one of the worst weeks. Like, no, it was the worst week for sure. That sounds like the pally that left on the atoll you recently begged you not to soul the boss. No, this is 10 times worse. Nothing's ever been this bad. Hey, just because you're not in the raid group doesn't mean you can't help him kill the boss. I heard a lot of toxicity in Mythic Plus, but fortunately I haven't seen much of it firsthand. Nah, to be honest, like, again, I think people overuse the word toxicity pretty heavily. Like, people say, like, it's toxic to be, like, a bad player. It's like, that is not what that word means to me at all. Toxicity means, like, if I start fucking, like, railing off insults at you, flaming you like crazy, you know what I mean? That's what's toxicity. I almost never see that in keys. People are usually relatively calm. They're just not thinking very clearly at times. They're not acting appropriately, but they are not normally speaking inappropriately. That last boss at Freehold was funny when you killed someone with 8-bomb limb. Yeah. That was a little bit suspect on my part, but
I see now.
if your tank dies first, it's usually their fault or the healer. I feel like tanks are very self-sufficient. Okay, yeah, so now we're gonna pull this pack. It's usually the tank's fault, I would say, yeah.
For your true power rests in the
Obviously, it depends a lot on the situation.
When you open your mouth again, it will be to cry for mercy.
Beware.
The weird thing is when I do see actual toxicity, it is usually by the person who is in the wrong. Well, that's exactly right. Wait, what? Okay.
Beware.
So much for the route. We won't get the flowers, I guess.
Beware. Beware.
Incorporeal spawned on them. Oh, wow, really? You did that to me in Freehold on purpose. Well, yeah, I know I did. It's a fun thing to do. Fun little parlor trick.
Beware.
Okay, well, let's... I think, like, what we shouldn't get here. Yeah, let's go next pack.
Beware.
Presumably that's the right count. I have no idea if it is or not.
Beware. 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 Beware.
It's like 4%.
Beware.
It might actually be good. The truly funny part is that after that I had already dealt with it using Ring of Peace.
Beware.
Should we just pull this? I think it's probably better to just pull it. And we're not going to make it anyway, so yeah, obviously we're going to pull it.
Beware.
Where were you during 9/11? I was in history class.
Beware.
Social studies is what they call it back then for whatever reason, but yeah, history class. Coming? That's one hell of a question to ask. This is the guy who talks about hating his wife all the time, so it's not really surprising. But yeah, no, history class, seventh grade, I think it was. I'll never forget it. My mom has a similar story about when Kennedy was killed. They got out of school and they didn't tell them why they were getting out of school, so she walked home and she came home and her mother was crying on the couch. She didn't understand what happened. It ain't that deep of a question, do you think? Nah, I mean, it's fine. Normal question. Not like some of the shit we have. I was getting ready for work and the news on and literally stopped in the middle of putting on a sock to watch it all happen. That's crazy, yeah. Even in Canada, that's interesting. I was about to eat cereal and prepare for school, turned on to watch kids shows, and it was on every channel here in Sweden. Wow, really? Even in Sweden? Wow. It was late in the day though, wasn't it, in Sweden? Because it was in the morning here, so it'd have to be late in the day for Sweden.
Beware.
You're maybe thinking of the next day. What the hell? It's not a deep question, it's just dumb as fuck. What the hell? What is that? That was pretty, that feels pretty rude. You can ask whatever questions you want, okay. I was in kindergarten and they played it on the TV for us to watch in the classroom. Oh, yeah. I'm on the West Coast and I just remember getting ready for school and not knowing what was going on. I remember being bummed I couldn't watch Pokemon. Oh jeez. Pokemon was a good show though, so I can see why that would be a problem. I think the Pokemon anime is like probably super underrated. I don't know how many people watch it now, but I haven't watched it in a while, but I did watch the Kalos one because I love Kalos and it was pretty good. Still have it on a flash drive. I just downloaded and pirated it.
Beware.
It was big news here too. All the U.S. air traffic was still. The air got rerouted to Canada. Oh, interesting. I didn't even think about that part.
Beware.
Pop, we were talking about this before. In Canada, there's like very strict rules on, I guess, things that can be added to food or something like that. We were talking about this before because, like, there's food that is made in the United States that cannot be sent to Canada. Oh no, you were here. Forget it. You were here for that because you said you got something ordered and it couldn't be sent. I remember I was at the park on the swing set and overheard neighbors and my parents talking about it. Oh shit. Were you alive when? Well, they probably. Were you alive when Kennedy was assassinated? Cop? I don't even know what year it was, to be honest. No, 10 years too early, gotcha. Yeah, my mom had to be young, I guess, because she's 67, I think.
A pity you have come this far only to die at the hands of Satan.
Big if huge. What? You mean the kill of the boss? Yeah, maybe we'll finally upgrade it. Timer's looking very lenient. Oh, we still got to figure out the extra the bats. I feel like on Tyrannical Weeks, if you have a paladin in the group, they should be running through the vines with freedom. Yeah, that's a good option. It doesn't do damage if you freedom it. Is that how it works? Cop and I were around for the Challenger explosion. I was in 6th grade for that. SOB, I'd love to hear your answers to those questions. Where were you when those things happened? What were you doing? Do you remember? Oh, I remember the Challenger as well. Oh, really? I don't even know what that is. Just breaks the vine so ads can't spawn. It does no damage. That's cool. Oh, good fucking trap there. They put us all in one classroom and had a TV and we watched it. Oh, yeah. Japanese animes are such good stories because of their struggle post-World War II and change of generation. They are so deep. Nice. I was in the library at school. We had science class and we were watching the launch live on TV when the Challenger blew up. Whoa. Yeah, I guess obviously everybody expected it to be successful and it wasn't, right? It was the space shuttle. We had to memorialize all the astronauts. Huh. What year was that? '86. Oh, okay. What do you think about Prot Warrior at the moment for the next season? Does he have a chance to be played more frequently? It's unlikely there'll be any class changes. I always figured you were younger than me, Cop. Cop's, he just turned 50 last Thursday, right? And I will turn 35 next week, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Tuesday should be the birthday stream, I hope. One of the people in that shuttle was from my area. A lot of things around here are named after her. Oh, wow. Happy pre-birthday. Thanks. Hopefully you'll be here for that day too.
Beware.
You look younger than 50 to me, so that's surprising. Yeah, he's aged gracefully. I'm surprised we don't have a bus stop on the moon, considering how they got to the moon in the 60s. Buses can only go laterally, right? They can't go horizontally. Or those are the wrong words. But anyway. One of them was a teacher, I think. Not even an astronaut. Oh, yeah, I heard about that, actually. That's why a lot of people think it's actually like a fake thing. Like it was actually an assassination attempt or something, right? Some fringe theory on that. Cop is 50? What the fuck? Looks like he's in his 30s. He's aging well, yeah. The teacher is the one from my area. Oh, shit. What did she teach? Why did she go is the question. We just need to find oil on the moon and then we'll have buses in no time. I saw a bus on Futurama that can go vertically, but that might have been special effects. Well, that was a cartoon, so very different. So you see that?
Beware.
Bounty D. After have a great weekend, my man. Getting these creaky legs to the haul the fat sack that my body is. Alright, see you, man. We'll see you next time. See you for the birthday stream. Next stream will be my birthday stream, so hopefully you see you guys there. I'm surprised Blizzard haven't messed with any low gravity areas in WoW. Yeah, you're right. It's not a very popular thing. They had a fight like that in TBC, but that was it. Her class set her name into NASA when they held the competition. Oh, really? What? It was just like a fucking giveaway? What the hell? Imagine winning a giveaway and getting blown up. That's unfortunate. She was selected as a part of a presidential program, something like Teachers in Space. That would be the name of it, yeah. She taught social studies, not space science. She wasn't an astrophysicist. DHC feels like a dungeon that's harder on Tyrannical. Oh, it definitely is. Wasn't there a battleground event that let you run around in the air on the space shuttle? I don't think it would be a battleground. It's just no gravity up there. Wasn't there going to be an underwater raid in Kata, but it got canceled? I don't know if it was going to be underwater, no.
3, 2, 1.
See, that guy jumped down already. I swear this is not a good route. Can we get them down there? I guess they'll snap, right? I have no idea. I hope so. If not, they're about to evade and the key's about to be over. Doesn't look like it. They're still being attacked, at least. So, you guys want? I guess they'll just kill them. They're not doing anything. They won't follow, but they're still being killed. Oh shit! Impact Zach.
3, 2, 1.
Or die. Oh my god. What a fucking mess. I think we still have time, but it's gonna be really tight. BFA had an underwater raid metro, and I have many fun memories. Just one boss that was underwater, but... Did you look at the new shop mod? No, I forgot about that. They usually send a rogue down to tricks and snapped him up to the dragon boss. Oh yeah. I should have just battle res this guy. Bad idea waiting for this fucking stupid fix. Yeah, we're definitely not upgrading this. Hey, SkyTide, long time no see. What have you been up to? Should we pull the rest? These only hit me, right? Like they're not dangerous to anybody else. It fixes the worst for rogues looking to re-stealth, yeah. You're right about that. Okay, that was a pretty decent play there. Maybe back in it now. Just keep moving. The bats really are not dangerous this week. Does Havoc get Sigil of Silence, or is it only Vengeance? It's only Vengeance, yeah. Been playing a lot of Overwatch 2 since they revamped the competitive structure. Oh, cool. Well, that's fun. It's coming. Oh yeah, they completely redid it. People seem to love it. That's wild. If people blast in this next boss, you can still get it. I think we're actually good now. It's not going to be more than 4.5 minutes, but we have 3 battle reses, but we just can't. Oh my god, another death. Maybe now that's cause issues. DPS been solid numerically. Yeah, I think we're good DPS wise. It's just the timer is the issue. As long as people don't die to avoidable stuff, yep.
Trespassers will be punished.
Trespassers will be punished. Like, what is this? A fucking no-toe zone? Lust should be good. Well, Lust is definitely always going to be used here. I don't factor that in. I was Grandmaster in Overwatch 1 and had the old rank system. I couldn't get past Diamond. They had a problem with elo gains per player skill. Oh, yeah. So says the Shadow of Xavius. WoW had just hard baited me. They announced tuning for Sod, but used Dragonfly art, and I saw the art and got happy. Oh, really? What was the art? Just an old man telling you to get off his lawn? Yeah, basically, we're on his tree. Get out of my tree house. The shadow of an old man. Did they reveal a date for season 4? No, not yet. We don't even know when the patch is coming. What is that you hold, Druid? Alexstrasza, or however you spell it. Oh, yeah. Okay. This guy's also really low on mana. I mean, that was a very short, it was a minute and a half first phase, so yeah, we should have enough time. Just whether or not everybody lives. It'll be like a 3-minute, 45-second boss of us, I guess. A little longer, it's a minute 40, the first phase. Not a dance with the swirls? No, no need, we're just gonna take them over here. And just let RNG be on our side. Trying to get him deep into there. We go. Perfect. That's what we want. You have plenty of time if no one dies. Yep. Actually, multiple. Like, we have plenty of time at all. Might be a minute left, even. Hilarious clip. I watched it. The 91%. Yeah, that's... There's some great moments in that. Shove him in the corner and pray. Yep. Looks like not only is it plenty of time, it's actually like easy. So yeah, that route definitely does help in terms of speed, no doubt about that. So there was some pretty bad mistakes there. I don't know, maybe I was overstating the mistakes though. It was never a wipe, we never actually wiped. At least we have count, I wasn't even sure about that. I don't know what we ended up with count wise. Because we pulled the pack I didn't intend to pull. 2 packs I didn't intend to pull, actually.
Three, two, one.
Is that the first toy that was on the... There's a couple been a couple toys that have been on the auction house thing, right? Or the trading post.
I will fracture your
Move It Man sounds like a terrible superhero. Poor Demon Hunter Paranoia had no room to hit the boss. Yeah. Cool. Easy upgrade. So that'd be a nice amount of weekly score for us.
We must, however, stay
That was a good one, yep.
deep inside the nightmare.
Sketchy throughout, but we ended up having no problem at all.
The enemy you fought here.
The healer played very well in that key. Alright, DHT 25 upgrade key. Good way to end the week. We'll see how much score we got. Already, okay, didn't put it in yet. 3256 before we put this one in. Oops. EB video the other day was funny as hell. That was amazing, right? Alright, so 3270, sweet. Okay, cool. That's a pretty good week for us then. We got to 3270. This is going to be something we focus on a lot moving forward. So if you guys haven't seen it, I still don't know if this is how you say his name, but Jer has a bit of a penchant for being intelligent, and he was able to help us create a weekly scoring system to go alongside the data we're collecting. And this would be something that we now use as a kind of a, you know, a second form of progression whenever we can't find keys that are actually valuable for upgrading the total score. It was really fun. We gained like 1,000 score on this sheet today, or this week, so very engaging. And then yeah, so now Tuesday I'll be back Tuesday, and it's gonna be my birthday. We're gonna celebrate my birthday that day, so hopefully you guys will stop by and we'll have some fun, some laughs. Maybe you guys will have a piece of cake. We'll see how much is left. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a great week. And we got some great videos. I got at least one made already. So some good videos coming this weekend. Stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I don't know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Go Duke. Saturday. I don't even know. They're playing some shitty team. Probably Virginia Tech or something. But see you then. Have a good weekend. Happy birthday. Memo, thanks. Later? Yeah, you will see me later. Woot woot. Hype to see you then, brother. Thanks, Cop. I was glad to see you, man. I'm glad to see you. You're never around anymore. Have a good weekend, guys. We'll see you guys on Tuesday.